your RoCo Radio Pregame Show, featuring your North Star Driving School keys to the game before first pitch will start in 30 seconds. The following is a presentation of RoCo Radio Sports. High school playoffs on the diamond. It doesn't get better than this.
Winning run stands at second. Ground ball through the hole! Rounding third is Strick! Heading home, the throw in! No tag, she slides in, the hand touches home plate! Rock solid softball in 2025 is granted. The Cougars cement their legacy. State champions for the first time on the softball diamond in school history, in county history. Here's the 2-1 from Madden. That's hit high and far. Right field. Way back to the tree line for Corrado. Home run number 2 of the game. We are tied. We're not going anywhere. Opposite way through the hole at second base. Rounding third is Stritt. He's heading in home. Here's the throw in from Roberts. It's a bullet. The slide head first. He's safe under the tag of the catcher Kennedy. Strittmatter scores an RBI game winner. A walk-off for Nick Rumley.
Now our attention shifts to 2026 and what's in store for a great playoffs on the diamond, with several teams competing for a state championship.
AGP looks to the wristband with 18 Ks. Here's the 0-2, caught the corner, strike 3 to end it. A 1-0 win.
Here's the pitch. She will send that into left center, and it's over
gone.
The ball. Chloe Ferguson was the only Rockingham County player with a hit. She still is, and now she's the only run on the board. Ferguson with a solo shot home run.
2-0 pitch, high fly ball, deep center field. Backpedaling towards the fence, reaching out. Oh, it's out of here! Round tripper for Grayson Shelton. Sheila Manine extended the glove, came back down, thought he might have had it, but no. Grayson Shelton, another extra base hit. This time he drives in 2 alongside himself. 3-run bomb for number 4. 13 straight retired. The 1-2 from Eli. Inside.
Oh,
strike
got him
3.
looking.
Caught him looking. 6 strikeout, 5th looking for Eli Gann. As Rakestraw sets up outside. Here's the 0-2. Got him going after it on the changeup. 2 strikeouts here in the first inning for Nick Rumley. Here's the 3-1. High fly ball. Way back. Gone. Right field for Justin Freeze. That's tone setting for the leadoff man. 1-2, high breaking ball, high fly ball, deep left field, shading towards center. It is out of here and past the Sam Jones Baseball Complex scoreboard for Bryson Apple. A solo shot, 3-2. Burgess will take a breather now, back inside the circle, middle of the rubber. Here's the offering down the plate. High fly ball.
Boy.
Deep left center field. Way back and gone for Lindsey Redmond. It's Bombtown, USA on a Friday night.
It's time for playoff action on the diamond on RoCo Radio. We take you down to the field for the RoCo Radio Pregame Show. We'll bring you your starting lineups. We'll hear from our local coaches. And we'll bring you first pitch and your keys to the game. Brought to you by North Star Driving School. It's playoff baseball and playoff softball on RoCo Radio and RoCoRadio.com.
For the first time since 1996, the Rockingham County Cougars in rock-solid baseball play in the fourth round after a big 5-1 win over Person County in round number 3. Hello, everybody. Joe Dexter from Sam Jones Baseball Complex as the Cougars take on Cinderella in the 5A East in South Granville, the number 15 seed here in round number 4. The winner advances to the 5A West Regional Finals to take on number 9 Seaforth or number 4 Oak Grove. Glad to have you along on this beautiful Friday as we get you ready for first pitch on your RoCo Radio Pregame Show. Coming up, we'll have your North Star Driving School keys to the game. In just a bit, we'll take a look at that 5A bracket and break it down just a bit closer as we head to competition here tonight in round number 4. We'll bring you your pitching matchup, and it is a good one. Evan Olson Thornburg, the Fayetteville Tech commit, an ERA on the season of 2.98 in 11 appearances versus Big Nick Rumley, the 6'6 senior, 5-0, a 1.80 ERA. We'll take a closer look at that matchup on the hill, and we'll take a look at your starting lineups as well from Sam Jones Baseball Complex. A beautiful night for baseball, and round 4, the 5A playoffs. It is the 5A West Regional Semis here on RoCo Radio and RoCoRadio.com. Let's take a closer look at the 5A bracket. Just 8 teams remain. Number 9 Seaforth 18-9 here on the east side, 8-4 in conference play. Will take on Oak Grove, the number 4 squad at 19-7. They've won 4 straight. Of course, our matchup will break down closer. Number 3, Rockingham County with wins over Person 5-1 in round number 3 and a 3-1 win in round number 2 over Havelock. And South Granville, Cinderella here in the 5A, taking down conference foe number 2, Cedar Ridge, in round number 2 after a 12-11 win over Croatan in round number 1, a 3-0 win over the rivals that they dropped 2 games to in the regular season at 3-0 on that win, and then a win over CB Icock, the number 7 seed, 6-3 in round number 3 to get here to round number 4. A team that lost 8 straight games to end the regular season. We'll take a closer look at the numbers and the story of the Vikings and how they got here. Man, you take a look at the pitching numbers and the offensive numbers in those 8 games versus the last 3, and it tells a whole different story and why this season, this part of the year, is called the second season, because it really has been for the Vikings at 15-11 overall. A team that is 4-4 on the road. 2 of those wins on the road coming here in the postseason. So we'll take a closer look coming up here at South Granville in just a bit. But let's take a look at that west side of the bracket. The defending champions, North Lincoln, the number 1 seed. They took on, as they outscored opponents, Parkwood and North Davidson 20-3 in their first 2 playoff contests at 20-2. They'll take on number 5 East Rowan at 22-5, the number 5 seed in the West. They met last year in the 4th round as well. North Lincoln won 9-5 in 14 innings. So that's going to be a barn burner as well on the west side of the bracket with a chance to advance to the regional finals. Number 3 Crest at 20-5 has outscored opponents 220-67 this year. They'll take on number 2 South Point, a rivalry matchup, 22-4 on the year, 14-1 at home for South Point. They split their season series. Game 1 was at Crest, a 10-1 win for the Chargers. Game 2, South Point wins it at home, 5-3. So that's your matchups here in the 5A, and taking a closer look at the bracket. The winner of this one will take on the winner of number 9 Seaforth, the number 4 Oak Grove. An interesting story for this conference, the Big 7 that South Granville calls home, as the top 2 seeds from that conference fall in the playoffs in Cedar Ridge at the number 2 spot, and also up in the other top of the bracket, the number 2 team in the conference falling. But Seaforth, who finished 3rd, still alive in the round of the 4th round, and then also alive South Granville from the Big 7. South Granville going 7-5 in the Big 7 conference. So it's really interesting. That tells you a lot about baseball. If you have competitive conference play like our Cougars do in the Mid-State Conference and like the Vikings do in the Big 7, it gives you a chance in postseason play to compete in close games because you're used to it, competing with good teams throughout the season twice, especially against those conference foes. This is a
squad in South Granville in the postseason, hitting .316 and a .387 on-base percentage into their 3 contests, 30 hits versus hitting .320 on the regular season with 202 hits, 37 doubles, 13 triples, and 5 home runs. 22 playoff appearances overall since 1963 for South Granville, a 57 and 34 overall mark in the postseason for the program. A 2015 2A state title. That was the first in school history. What was cool about that 2A title was they were able to grab it alongside their softball friends on the diamond of South Granville. So both the South Granville softball squad and the baseball squad winning state titles in 2015. So in round 1, a 12-11 win over Croatan, a big win over the number 18 seed, the only home game so far in the postseason for South Granville. Noah Edwards had a walk-off single in the bottom of the 7th inning, down 5-0 in the bottom of the 3rd. The Vikings unleashed for 7 runs on RBI singles and 8 total hits. Croatan would answer in the 5th with 6 more runs of their own, but senior Cole Freeland, the big dog, drove in 3 runs, 4 runs, got it done in the 7th to set up a matchup with number 2, Cedar Ridge, dropping 16 and 11 and 8-2 decisions before the postseason to Cedar Ridge. The Vikings shocked the 5A with a 3-0 win as Vonnie Hernandez, Austin Detmers, and Chris Ovando drove in runs in the 3rd, 5th, and 6th innings. Evan Olsen Thornburg, who will get the start today, went 6 in the 3rd innings pitched, 5 hits, 0 earned runs, 5 strikeouts, stranded 9 runners, and left the bases loaded in the bottom of the 4th to help get his team the victory against their rivals, Cedar Ridge, the number 2 seed in the 5A East. And it was on Tuesday to CB Aycock, the number 7 seed, a 6-3 win, down 3-0 in the 3rd. It was Vonnie Hernandez again, as we'll break down the postseason numbers for the Vikings and the strong performance he's had thus far with 5 of their 7 extra base hits. Vonnie doubled to center and was held up but came in to score on an Evan Olsen Thornburg single. Cole Freeland would tie it with a 2 RBI single in the next at-bat as well. Jaden Cernell would double to left field in the 4th to give them the lead for good, as starter Noah Edwards sat down 12 straight to end the game. Edwards' final line, complete game, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 6 Ks, 4 walks, 106 pitches. He will be unavailable due to pitch restriction here in this matchup in round number 4. For your Rockingham County Cougars, a 3-1 win over Havelock to open up the playoffs in round number 2. Havelock took a 1-0 lead in the 1st and held onto it for quite some time. That was on a bad call at home plate. A throw in. The runner was sneaking down 3rd. Nick Rumley was ready to deliver home. He saw the runner and got it to Gage Rakestraw, who made a nice tag at home. The runner was called safe. That's the only run that Havelock was able to score, but the offense did what they had to do, especially 7, 8, and 9, as it started with Levi Dixon, a bunt single. He would advance to 2nd on an error. Then Alex Page would move him to 3rd on a single to the left field, and he would score on a Nick Rumley double play. But the small ball was key in tying it at 1-1. Then Page stepping up again with a single in the 6th down the left field line. It would score 2. Nick Rumley, the complete game for the 3rd consecutive start. 5 hits, 11 strikeouts, 1 earned run. Hitters hit just 192 for Havelock in round number 2 against your Cougars. Then it was to take on Person in round number 3. Looking to advance to round 4 for the first time since 1996, and the Cougars did all they needed to do. A 5-1 win over Person. Luke Strittmatter got things going, a 2 RBI single in the 3rd. He then drove in 2 more in the 5th on a lace double to left field. Brady Ross drove in the other one in the 6th inning on a ground ball single to center. Bryson Apple got the start, 5 innings pitched, 2 hits, no earned runs, 6 Ks. And Huddy came in and closed the door. Hudson Deal, 2 innings pitched, 3 hits, 0 earned runs, and 4 strikeouts. He might be key in this one, as he'll be the arm in the pen if Nick Rumley needs some help. But as Nick has shown in his last 3 starts, he's like Post Malone. He don't need any help. Look at what he's done over his last 3, 21 innings pitched, 7 hits, 21 hitters faced, 1 earned run, 4 walks, 25 strikeouts. 8 strikeouts looking, 9 left on base in his last start against Havelock. 7 innings strong, the complete game, 5 hits, 1 earned run, 11 Ks, 5 left on base, a 192 batting average against. Well, we'll take a closer look at that pitching matchup here in just a bit on your RoCo Radio pregame show. We'll have your North Star Driving School keys to the game. But first, let's hear from manager Leighton Helms. It's your RoCo Radio pregame show, RoCo Radio, RoCoRadio.com, round 4 for the first time since 1996 for the Rockingham County Cougars, as we're joined with manager Leighton Helms to get ready for this matchup against South Granville. A big 5-1 win over Person County. Luke Stripmatter doing things at the top with 4 RBIs, had that single that drove in 2 and then the double as well. Talk about the top of the order in that matchup and combined with the pitching of Bryson and Huddy.
Yeah, I mean, overall team win. Luke had a heck of a day in situational hitting. That's what we've been working on for the past couple of weeks, and we're finally seeing the results of that. Big 2-out hit, or 2-strike hit, that is. And, top of the lineup's doing their job. Bottom of the lineup is absolutely excelling right now. If we can get the top to where it's not just 1 or 2 guys doing something in situational hitting and get the rest of the guys hitting, we're going to have a pretty good day today, hopefully.
Well, on this broadcast, because I'm a nerd, I'm going to mention all kinds of numbers, but you're absolutely right. At this point, it doesn't matter. It's the situational hitting that matters. It doesn't matter what you're hitting on the season, what you're hitting in the playoffs, what you're hitting the at-bat before, as long as you handle the situations, and that's what you guys have done so far in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, we really push situational contact, and if we can create chaos, right, controlled chaos on our part, but create chaos for them, it seems to do us justice, especially on the mound. I mean, we got good pitchers. As long as we go with the pitching plan and the plan that we have going in versus, these teams in the state playoffs, it doesn't matter who you're playing, whether they're a 1 seed or 24 seed. I mean, I don't know how many seeds there are, but it doesn't matter who you're playing. Everybody's playing good baseball, and we got to figure out some way to beat a team that's on a roll. So
today's South Granville, the number 15 seed, as you mentioned, on a roll, being the number 2 seed, their conference foe, Cedar Ridge, and then the number 7 seed in CB Icock. What do you have to do against them? What do you see from this team as they head into Sam Jones Baseball Complex?
Coming into it, they're hitting the baseball well. I mean, they're pitching it well. I mean, their pitchers are locating, and I think if we can take advantage of certain counts in which they throw the exact same pitch every time, then we're gonna look ahead, especially in situational defense. They have a certain way of setting, so they've known how to set up for the first 3 rounds, and we've known how to set up for the first 3 rounds. Obviously we had a bye first round, but we're set up our guys for the best possible result, and so they've done that as well. But coming into this game, as long as we just keep hitting in our situations, and hopefully we can come out on top.
Big Nick Rumley takes the hill. Last 3 starts, 3 complete games. I believe only 7 hits given up throughout that time. Talk about him and just in these moments how he stepped up even more a notch, even if you didn't think he could go that level higher, because he's already been at a high echelon.
Yeah, I mean, Nick has killed it on the mound for us. I mean, he's been absolutely dominant. The plan is to always try and start with a level head and knowing that, we might be playing the 15 seed, but we're going to play him like it's the number 1 seed. And, Nick knows that. He's studied over the scouting report. He studied himself, watching videos, watching their hitters. So, I mean, he should be prepared, with all the stuff that we've went over, to have another dominant pitching appearance. So, he just needs to come in, do his job, which I know for a fact that's his goal. So,
what's the message to the guys with 1 game to win to head to the regional finals?
I'm not big into giving messages because we're not done. And, the biggest thing is to enjoy each other. These guys truly enjoy being together. Started Rocky, brand new coaching staff, new coach. And, it's tough for older guys to get used to having a new coaching staff. And so, you got to give them guys credit to coming into new preparations for games, new situational stuff that we're going to be doing that's different, different coaching strategies. And so for these guys to take that on over the course of the season, regular season, and then now we're building it and it's coming together, and now we're seeing where the future may hold, that ultimately that's my message, is that they just enjoy one another.
Well, Coach, you've built them up the right way. You've gotten them ready the best you can for this moment. We look forward to watching it here in round number 4 as you take on South Granville. Good luck.
Thank you.
That's manager Leighton Helms here on your RoCo Radio pregame show. RoCo Radio, RoCoRadio.com, as we bring you the 4th round, Rockingham County and South Granville. Number 15, South Granville, 15-11 overall. Number 3, Rockingham County, 18-6, advancing here to the 4th round for the first time since 1996. That state championship squad that went 28-2 on their run to the crown. Well, glad to have you along here on your pregame show as we get you ready for first pitch, your pitching matchup here on RoCo Radio and RoCoRadio.com. We start with Evan Olson Thornburg, the righty, 11 appearances, a 2.98 ERA on the season, 10 starts, 36 hits, 20 earned runs, 28 walks to 65 strikeouts. Hitters hitting .202 against him this season. Where he has struggled is with getting command in the zone at times. A 61% strike percentage on the year, a 55% first pitch strike percentage on the season, but that has climbed dramatically in the postseason. In his last start against Cedar Ridge, 6 1/3, 5 hits, 0 earned runs, 5 walks. The righty has good corner command, devastating breaking stuff, a changeup that he'll use at times. He'll go with that curveball, but mainly it's a curveball and fastball mix that Rockingham County will see at the plate. But the Fayetteville Tech commit does have great command of the corners, and he finds where he wants to place it. If he's going to use that curveball, a lot of the times he's going to use it down to set up the high fastball. We'll see how that plays against this Rockingham County offense that in the postseason is hitting .233, 10 for 43. And the middle of the order looking to get things started in the 3rd game of the playoffs. The combined 3, 4, and 5 hitters, just 2 for 16 so far. That is going to be something we talk about coming up here in just a bit on your Star Driving School. Keys to the game. Opposing Mr. Olson Thornburg is Big Nick Roma, the UNC commit, 6'6" righty with a 4-pitch mix. We'll see a fastball, the curveball, and that patented weapon, the primary weapon for the righty, the tight slider that he likes to use on the corners, away from hitters. And that lefty changeup can be devastating as well for Rumley, who's 5-0 on the year, 1.80 ERA, 11 appearances, 9 starts, 50 2/3 innings pitched, 24 hits, 13 earned runs, 72 strikeouts to just 15 walks. Batters hitting .140. And this is where Nick has improved big from his junior year to this year. A 67% strike percentage, a 67% first pitch strike percentage as well. Hitters hitting just .152. In the career, it's one to speak of. Right on the line of the career ERA mark in Rockingham County school history, chasing former Cougar Wes Denny is Rumley, as his career mark sits at 17-5, a 1.50 ERA, 33 appearances, 114 2/3 innings pitched, 31 earned runs given up, 237 strikeouts in his career. In his last 3, 21 innings pitched, 7 hits, 2 one-hitters, 1 earned run, 4 walks, and 25 strikeouts, 8 strikeouts looking. So that's your pitching matchup here on RoCo Radio and RoCoRadio.com. Coming up here in just a bit, we'll take you down to the field at Sam Jones Baseball Complex for your baseball introductions as we get ready for round 4. The winner of this one will face the winner of number 9 Seaforth and number 4 Oak Grove in the best of 2 series in the regional finals. Home field advantage is oh so nice in the postseason. Sam Jones Baseball Complex, oh so nice to your Rockingham County Cougars. Over the last 13 seasons, the Cougars hold a 111-36 mark here at home. Over the last 4 years, this senior class, when they were freshmen up to this point, have earned a 43-8 mark here at home at Sam Jones Baseball Complex. We'll see if that plays a factor here in round number 4. For South Granville, it was an 8-game losing streak at the end of the year. They ended it on 8 straight losses, hitting .240 during that stretch. Just 47 hits and 9 extra base hits in that time frame and 24 RBIs. The offense struck out 46 times and walked just 24 times. Well, some type of switch has flipped in the Vikings offense. Now in the last 3 playoff games, hitting .316, a .387 on-base percentage mark, 30 hits, 7 extra base hits, 17 RBIs, 6 walks, and just 17 strikeouts in those 3 games with runners in scoring position. Again, we talked about it with manager Leighton Helms. It will play a factor here tonight in this matchup. Situational hitting, runners in scoring position is key. And in the postseason, the Vikings hitting .400 with runners in scoring position. So the offense struggled a bit in that 8-game stretch, but the real struggle was the pitching. A 10.28 ERA in the final 8 games of the regular season for South Granville. 71 earned runs given up in 8 games, 53 walks to 40 strikeouts. 11 batters were hit by a pitch, and hitters were hitting .380 during that time. And the strike zone, it disappeared. A 52% first pitch strike percentage for South Granville at that time, and just a 54% strike percentage. Hitters were hitting .430 with runners in scoring position. Flash forward here to the postseason, the last 3 playoff games. A Croatan win 12-11, Cedar Ridge win 3-0, and a CB Aycock win 6-3. The pitching staff a 2.67 ERA in 3 games, 8 earned runs, 15 strikeouts, 14 walks, hitters hitting .265, and the strike percentage going from 54% to 63%, first pitch strike percentage going from 52% to 66%. So pitching wins games, defense wins games at this time of the year, and those are the numbers that prove it, why South Granville has earned their opportunity here with wins over the number 2 seed Cedar Ridge and a win over number 7 CB Aycock on their way here to round 4 in a matchup with Rockingham County in the regional semifinals. We're just about ready for first pitch here in just a bit. We'll have your lineups announced here by PA announcer Joey Page as well. But first, let's bring you the keys to the game. Brought to you by North Star Driving School in Reedsville. Serving the Piedmont to the coast for over 10 years. North Star Driving School guides you 1 mile at a time by providing help for drivers of all ages. Beginner drivers can start their journey with confidence and hands-on training for real-life driving situations. Refresher lessons are also available for those looking to brush up on skills and build confidence. Safety today. Drive tomorrow with skills for life. Thanks to North Star Driving School, now offering Level 2 driving tests for teens. Give us a call today at 336-432-0043. That's 432-0043. Or visit us on Facebook at facebook.com/North Star Drivers Education. North Star Driving School, patient, professional, and focused on you. Call us today at 336-432-0043. Your keys to the game, it's simple for me. 4, 3, 4, 5 in the middle of the order. Get things going in this playoff run. Just 2 for 16 currently with 1 extra base hit. Those guys will get an opportunity here. It's been the top of the order stepping up in round number 3 with the win over Person, with Luke Stripmatter at the top of the order, the number 2 spot with 4 RBIs. It was the bottom of the order with Alex Page with 2 RBIs and a single that drove in a run, potentially led to the run being driven in on the ground. The double play from Nick Rumley that set up this first run against Havelock, and then he got the 2 RBIs on the floater down the line in right field to give them the 3-1 win. So the bottom of the order has done their job. The top of the order has done their job here in the postseason. Now we look to the middle of the order. And I'll tell you what, if Evan Olsen Thornburg leads anything over the plate, it's a danger zone for the defense behind him. And this offense is going to awake. And just imagine if this team in the postseason hitting .233, 10 for 43 with just 2 extra base hits. If they get things going, watch out. That middle of the order, the key to this game for Rockingham County. Your keys to the game brought to you by North Star Driving School in Reedsville, serving the Piedmont to the coast for over 10 years. We bring you down to the field for our player introductions here in round 4. It's the semifinals of the 5A West as South Granville takes on Rockingham County here on RoCo Radio and RoCoRadio.com. Our officials are here, and we're just about ready for baseball. We'll keep you up to date on our scoreboard as well throughout the game, so tune in. We've got 2 other broadcasters across the area covering our 3 teams in the 4th round. Jay Ramey is at Southeast Alamance as the Cougars take on the Stallions. You can listen to that one on YouTube and RoCoRadio.com. Jonathan Hatley is at McMichael for McMichael Softball versus Farmville Central, number 2 versus number 3. That game gets underway at 7 o'clock. Your pregame show getting underway in just about 5 minutes. That's on Facebook and on YouTube for you to enjoy, so make sure you tune in. This Rockingham County team, 26 playoff appearances, a 22-25 mark in the playoffs in school history. 10 opponents this year over 500. South Granville led by head coach Clarence Peace in his first season, a 2010 grad of the Vikings. Hit .391 in his career, a 77 hit mark. Had 56 RBIs, 12 home runs, 9 doubles. In 66 games as a Viking. And your Cougars led by Leighton Helms, a 2018 North Stokes grad, a .346 average, 115 hits, 77 RBIs, and a career 2.38 ERA for North Stokes, 38 appearances, 237 strikeouts. Pretty cool. He sits at the same mark as Nick Rumley does career-wise for strikeouts. So with a strikeout today, Nick Rumley will pass his coach. Another key to the game, of course, is defense, and the defense behind you is everything in key games. One error could mean one run, could mean a ball game here in the 4th round. And you got to love the defense for Rockingham County, just 27 errors on the year, 9.51 mark, with Huddy at 3rd and Bryson Apple at short today. And the outfield, it doesn't get better than Ross and Stritt in left and center. Hicks has shown strong play and right, and that whole infield defensively has been strong late in the year and mostly throughout. Levi Dixon, the freshman at second base, and Alex Page at first base and 12-gauge Gage Rakestraw behind the plate. So we're just about underway as Clarence Peace and Leighton Helms meet at home plate with today's umpire crew. 4 umpires in round number 4. So if it's the 3, 4, and 5 hitters that need to get going for Rockingham County, the top of the order in the playoffs for South Granville has been very strong. Vonnie Hernandez at the top, .538 average in the postseason, 7 for 13. He has 5 doubles. There's 7 doubles in the postseason as a team for South Granville. He has 5 of them, 2 RBIs, a strikeout, and hitting .500 with runners in scoring position. He'll lead off today for the Vikings. And the number 3 hitter, Evan Olsen Thornburg, hitting .583 in the postseason, 7 for 12, 2 RBIs, a walk, and hitting .667 with runners in scoring position. And the big man, Cole Freeland, the first baseman in the 4 spot, the power hitter, hitting .333 this postseason, 3 for 9, 5 RBIs, a walk, and a strikeout. If you're listening in, let us know where you're listening in the comments as we get you ready for first pitch. Just about there. Your introductions on the way here in just moments at Sam Jones Baseball Complex, round 4 of the 5A playoffs. Number 15, South Granville with upsets over the number 2 seed and the number 7 seed. After an 8-game losing streak to end the season, 3 consecutive wins. And Rockingham County, the number 3 seed, they've won 7 straight, including a Mid-State Conference Tournament Championship. 18-6 mark overall on the year. 11-3 here at Sam Jones Baseball Complex. A 211-66 mark runs scored versus runs against. 192 runs for South Granville, 162 runs against. Both managers getting the important information discussed. Long conversation here at home plate. Making sure everything's clear. Last thing anybody wants is a game to come down to a situation where there's a misunderstanding on what the rules are, what the situations are, and how things will be handled. So both managers shake hands as we get ready for first pitch.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome out to Sam Jones Baseball Complex on the campus of Rockingham County High School for tonight's 4th round playoff matchup between the South Granville Vikings out of the Big 7 Conference and your Rockingham County Cougars out of the Mid-State Conference. At this time, we'll introduce both teams. First with the visiting Vikings. Leading things off, playing center field, number 4, Vonnie Hernandez. Batting second, playing third base, number 6, Austin Detmers. Batting third, tonight's pitcher, number 3, Evan Olsen Thornburg. Batting fourth, first baseman, number 35, Cole Freeland. Batting fifth, the DH, number 2, Grayson Vasher. Vasher's DH is the right fielder, number 14, Henrik Klubert. Batting sixth, shortstop, number 17, Noah Edwards. Batting seventh, second baseman, number 8, Chris Avando. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 11, Derek Hamlet. Batting ninth, left fielder, number 5, Jaden Cernale. The Viking subs are number 1, Mason Wilkins, number 12, Jacob Roberts, number 15, Michael Moore, 16, Kendall Chamberlain, number 20, Max Besaw, number 22, Jacoby Tudor, and number 33, Bryce Newman. Vikings are coached by Clarence Feast, Ed Newman, Wayne Edwards, and Bobby Moorfield. And now for your hometown Cougars. Leading things off, playing left field, number 7, Brady Ross. Batting second, playing center field, number 1, Luke Strittmatter. Batting third, playing third base, number 15, Hudson Deal. Batting fourth, catcher, number 12, Gage Rakestraw. Batting fifth, shortstop, number 3, Bryson Apple. Batting sixth, second baseman, number 10, Levi Dixon. Batting seventh, first baseman, number 21, Alex Page. Batting eighth, on the mound, number 20, Nick Rumley. Batting ninth, playing right field, number 8, Brady Hicks. Cougar subs are number 11, Seth Allen, number 9, Jay Webb, number 16, Parker Revis, number 26, Sawyer Proctor, number 2, Leland Medina, number 18, Ola Movitt, number 17, Chase Holcomb, number 19, Boone Broker, number 4, Landon Spivey, and number 23, Wyatt Clark, and Dylan Long. Cougars are coached by head coach Leighton Helms, assistants Matt Smith, Austin Medina, and Taft Cable. At this time, if you are able, please stand as we honor America and playing the national anthem. Coach over in Allen's County, Lady Cougars battle Southeast Allen, top of the third, nothing right now.
Score update from PA announcer Joey Page. Southeast Alamance and Rockingham County, 0-0 in the third on the softball diamond into the fourth round. Wouldn't it be something? One school, 2 regional finals. Let's see if the Cougars can do it. Let's take a look around the defense for Rockingham County. 951 fielding percentage, 27 errors on the year, and 6 double plays. Hudson Deal is at third. Bryson Apple is at short. Levi Dixon is at second. Alex Page is at first. In the outfield from left to right, it doesn't get better than Brady Ross and Luke Stripmatter. What they've done out there in the outfield the last 2 seasons, less than 5 errors combined. Brady Hicks in right as well for the Cougars. Gage Rakestraw behind the plate for Big Nick Rumley. A 4-pitch mix, 6'6", the righty. The UNC commit with a fastball, change up to lefties, the tight slider, which we'll see plenty of tonight, as well as the curveball in the mix for Rumley. Starting batting order for South Granville, the Vikings hitting .320 on the year with 202 hits. Lonnie Hernandez, a center fielder, hits first. Hitting second is Austin Detmers, the third baseman. The pitcher, Evan Olsen Thornburg, hits third. Hitting fourth is the big man, Big Country Cole Freeland, the first baseman. Hitting fifth is Grayson Vasher, the DH. Shortstop Noah Edwards hits sixth. Hitting seventh is Chris Ovano at second base. Derek Hamelink, the catcher, hits eighth. And hitting ninth is Jaden Cernell in left field. In the postseason, this team hitting .316, a .387 on base, 30 hits in 3 games, 7 extra base hits, 17 RBIs, 6 walks to 17 strikeouts, and a .400 average with runners in scoring position. Wins over Croatan in round 1, the number 18 seed, 12-11. Number 2, Cedar Ridge on the road, 3-0. Number 7, CB Aycock on the road, 6-3. The Cougars in their black uniforms with white lettering and numbering. Cougars in cursive across the chest, the black traditional hat with the RC logo. South Granville in gray pants with the black pinstripe down the side, black uniforms with the home plate insignia on the chest in light blue, numbers in light blue, the SG in cursive on the chest in white, and the numbers in light blue. We are underway. Vonnie Hernandez ready to hit and lead things off for the Vikings, hitting .538 in the postseason. 7 hits in 3 games. That leads the team in their playoff run. 5 doubles. He has 5 of the team's 7 extra base hits. So it's key here for Big Nick to get started off strong against Hernandez. And for South Granville, they want to get things going with their leadoff man, who's been strong all postseason long. Here's the first pitch of round number 4. It's a strike on the outside part of the plate for Big Nick at the knees. 0-1. 11 strikeouts in his last start against Havelock in round number 2. The 0-1 offering high and inside with the fastball at the belt buckle, just in, and even it up at 1-1. Rumley over his last 3 starts, 21 innings pitched, 7 hits, 2 one-hitters, 1 earned run, 4 walks, to 25 strikeouts. Here's the 3-1 offering outside. Make that 3-1 now. Hitters count, make it 2-1. Hernandez close to the plate on the right side. Even stance, crouched just a bit as the 2-1 just misses the corner with the tight slider. And a 3-1 count for Hernandez this postseason. Yet to walk. On the year, hitting .419 with 12 walks and 14 strikeouts. 11 doubles, 5 triples. 3-1 is on the outside corner, dipping at the knees. Hernandez took a step towards first base. The home plate umpire says, nope, that's a strike. Now back in the box, a full count for Big Nick. Full count offering right up the middle line over second base. Down to one knee is Stritt. He'll get it in, a single to start things off for Hernandez, who continues his playoff tear. Now hitting 8 for 14 at the plate. It'll be the number 2 hitter, Austin Detmers, at third base. Detmers just 1 for 10 in the postseason in 3 games, an RBI, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. But on the season, a .335 mark and a .487 on base. Decent lead with speed for Hernandez with 20 stolen bases at first, in time called at home plate as Rumley offers home on the corner. As we've said all season long, that's always going to happen to the 6'6 righty. It's one of the only ways you can fight back against him. First official pitch of the at-bat, catches the corner, same spot, 4 strike. So Hernandez with 20 stolen bases at first. He'll take 2 steps towards the cut of the grass. Page covers the bag. Glad to have you along here in round number 4. Top half of the first inning, 0-0, just underway. Hernandez with a leadoff single for South Granville. Ground ball to short. Backhand gets over the glove of Apple into left field. Fielded by Ross. Gets it into his cutoff man, Apple. Runners on first and second now for South Granville to start things off. Back-to-back singles for Detmers and Hernandez. And it brings up the number 3 man, the starter on the mound, Evan Olsen Thornburg, hitting .431 on the year. 31 for 72 with 6 doubles, 4 triples, a home run, and 30 RBIs. And he's been strong in the postseason with a .583 mark and 2 RBIs. Rakestraw will head from behind home plate and talk with his pitcher. Rakestraw extends the glove out. Rumley pounds it with his own glove. And now Rakestraw heads behind the plate. As the number 3 hitter digs in, Olsen Thornburg. Runners on first and second, back-to-back singles to start things off for the Vikings. Exhale for Rumley, who holds the glove at the chest. First base side of the rubber, the righty. Looks to second base. Bunt attempt is down. High chopper back to the mound. Third base side picked up on the bare hand. And no throw from Rumley. Bases loaded for the Vikings. A bunt single for Evan Olsen Thornburg. And brings up one of the biggest hitters you'll see in high school baseball, Cole Freeland. First baseman from the right side. Cole, a really good offensive and defensive lineman for South Granville as well. But in the postseason, hitting .333, 3 for 9 mark, 5 RBIs in 3 games. He's hit some gap shots. When he connects, he connects. .315 average on the year, 17 for 54. 3 home runs, 20 RBIs, and 3 doubles. Howdy plays in at the cut of the grass. Bases loaded, nobody out, 0-0 score here in the first. Here's the pitch from Rumley inside, ripped down the line, left field side, foul. So a long strike, and ahead is Rumley 0-1. 9 runners left on base. This postseason, in the last 3 starts for Rumley. In this last start, 5 left on base against Havelock. Bases loaded, nobody out. Down the plate, slider and a chopper foul, third base side. Fielded with one hand from head coach Clarence Peace. And gets it right back to Big Nick. So an 0-2 count to Freeland. From the right side, open stance, lead leg on the chalk line, back leg on the chalk line. You don't see that very often as he steps out. Now back in for the righty. Bases loaded. Long look for Rumley to home plate. The 0-2. Check swing outside. Slider held up just enough. 1-2. The big man at the belt buckle outside with the slider just missing the corner. So a 1-2 count. Bases full of Vikings. Nobody out here in the top half of the first inning. Rumley rocks and fires. The 1-2. Inside fastball. High chopper. Second base. Over the head of Rumley. Fielded by Dixon. Throw to first is in time, but a run is in. And the bases now second and third. And an RBI ground out for Cole Freeland. Gets the first run of the board. Good play by Dixon. Slow roller. Went over the head of Rumley. He tried to He turned, ran towards second base to try and field it, but it goes in the glove of Dixon. He makes a clean play. So one down, runners on second and third, and the lefty, the DH Grayson Vasher at the plate. Close to the plate, back of the box. Setting up on the outside is Rakestraw for the first pitch of the at-bat. It comes in outside fastball, fouled opposite way, and out of play. So Hernandez comes in to score the first run of the game. On the RBI ground out 4-3 for the number 4 hitter Cole Freeland. Vasher, the number 5 man, left side facing the righty Rumley with 2 runners in scoring position. And time called at home plate from Vasher. Vasher in the postseason 4 for 12 mark, an RBI and 3 strikeouts. And the season hitting .338, 24 for 71 with 6 doubles, 2 triples, and 15 RBIs. A team hitting .400 with runners in scoring position here in the postseason. In the dirt, dug up by Rakestraw on the inside pitch to the lefty. So runners stay right where they are at second and third. One count to Vasher. Setting up outside to the lefty is Rakestraw. Runners on second and third. Sets up, that goes over the glove of Rakestraw. Here comes the runner, the throw from Rake, the tag by Rumley, and safe is the runner Detmers from third base. So 2-0, South Granville. And moving up to third is Olson Thornburg. And at the plate is the number 6 hitter, or still at the plate is Vasher. Outside for Rakestraw. Again on the setup. It's a pitch. Side fastball off the plate to the lefty. The courtesy runner, there is a courtesy runner over at third base for the pitcher. 1-0 inside, and it's number 4. The ball issued for Vasher. First walk of the game for Rumley. Runners at the corners with 1 down. And Noah Edwards at the plate, the shortstop, hitting .303 on the year, a .369 on base, 23 for 76 with 12 RBIs. A .306 average with runners in scoring position this season. Just 200 in the postseason, 2 for 10. 2 runs in. Here in the top half of the first. Pitch out, throw down to third. On the backhand, stopped by Huddy. That would have went way into left field. But a great play defensively by Huddy. It bounced just in front of the plate. He gets the heel of the glove on it and keeps it right there at third base. Keeps the runner at first moving up, does move up to second base, so runners at second and third. Lefty Edwards at the plate, back-to-back lefties for South Granville here. Outside fastball, bury it, cut on and missed. Even count, 1-1. They will play in at the cut of the grass at third, as will Dixon at second and Page at first. Apple will play just a bit into the dirt off the cut of the grass at short. Inside, fastball for a strike. Punch it in there, Big Nick, 1-2. 1 down, runners on second and third. 2 runs in here for the Vikings in the top half of the first. Outside fastball, just missing the zone. 2-2. Two count, 1 down. Runners in scoring position at second and third.
for Edwards on the left side. In the dirt, sliding from the right side of the plate to the left side is Rakestraw to keep it in front, and the runner at third. Full count, 3-2. Inside fastball down below the knees, cut on and miss for strike three. First strikeout of the game for Big Nick. And brings up Chris Ovano, the second baseman. Ovano hitting 182 in the postseason, 2 for 11. With 333 on the year. Runners on second and third. Fastball down the plate. High chopper down the third base side in the glove. Barehanded, thrown on one hop and safe. A note called out at first base is Ovando to get out of the jam with runners on second and third. 2 runs on 3 hits. 1 error on the wild pitch as we head to the bottom half of the first inning. 2-0 South Granville here on RoCo Radio and RoCoRadio.com.
Hey folks, we're aware of the delay on the scoreboard. Please be patient with us. I don't know if we've got some interference or something. The box isn't communicating with the scoreboard right now. Thank you.
Let's take a look at the defense. For South Granville, Austin Detmers is at third. Noah Edwards is at short. Chris Ovando is at second base. Cole Freeland is at first. In the outfield from left to right, it's Jaden Cernell, Vonnie Hernandez, and Henrik Klubert in right field. Derek Hamelick behind the plate for Evan Olson Thornburg. The Fayetteville Tech commit on the season, a 2.98 ERA, 11 appearances, 10 starts, 36 hits, 20 earned runs, 28 walks, 65 strikeouts. Hitters hitting just .202 on the season, a strike percentage of 61%, first pitch strike at 55%. Last start against rival Cedar Ridge, 6 1/3, 5 hits, 0 earned runs, 5 walks, 8 strikeouts. He'll present 3 pitches, a changeup, a good curveball, and corner command with both the curveball and the fastball. He'll use a changeup here every once in a while, but those are the 2 main pitches, the curve and the fastball. Starting batting order for the Rockingham County Cougars, hitting .343 on the year. Brady Ross leads things off in left. Luke Strittmatter, who had 4 RBIs in round 3, hits second. Third baseman Hudson Deal hits third. Gage Rakestraw hits fourth, the catcher. Shortstop Bryson Apple will hit fifth. Hitting sixth is Levi Dixon at second base. First baseman Alex Page hits seventh. Hitting eighth is Nick Rumley. The pitcher and right fielder Brady Hicks rounds out the starting batting order for your Rockingham County Cougars. (1-0) outside. 2-0. Ross hitting .373 on the year with 28 hits. 1 for 4 in the postseason with an RBI. Offense looking to get things going. 2 runs in the top half of the first. A high outside strike call, 3-1. Ross just wants clarification on where that was. Back-to-back-to-back singles. 2 singles for Hernandez and Detmers, and then a bunt single for Olson Thornburg loaded the bases. An RBI ground out to second base for Cole Freeland, and then a wild pitch scored a run. But from there, Nick Rumley able to get out of the jam with a strikeout of Noah Edwards with runners on second and third. Outside fastball is popped up first base side. Freeland's on his horse towards the dugout. He'll extend his glove and just miss it. So second life for number 7.
Good year as a tone setter at the top for the senior. 25 stolen bases, that leads the team. But at the plate, he's been dangerous as well. In 75 at-bats, 28 hits, 5 doubles, a triple, and 15 RBIs. Here's the offering from Olsen Thornburg. Bounces outside. The catcher can't find it. Finally, Hamelink reads it out. And on the walk, Ross heads to first. Brings up Luke Strittmatter. 4 RBIs, a 2 RBI double, and a 2 RBI single against Person County in round 3. 392 average on this year, 29 for 74 with 18 RBIs. Outside corner, fastball for a strike. That's the one thing that Evan Olsen Thornburg does so well, is corner command. If he wants to place it there, he's going to place it there. The 0-1, a high fastball inside, fouled away. Oh, 2. 2 for 5 of the postseason for Stritt. A double, 4 RBIs, all coming in round number 3. Outside fastball, high pop-up, foul, right field side. And out of Sam Jones Baseball Complex towards the batting cage. Oh, 2 count. Breaking ball outside corner, cut on and missed. Throw down to second, not in time. Stolen base for Brady Ross, his 26th of the year. But a strikeout for Luke Strittmatter. That curveball, when he hits it, that one floated just above the knees, planted home on the corner for strike 3. And it brings up Hudson Deal. Looking to get going here in this postseason, 0 for 6. Not because he hasn't put contact on the ball. He has smashed it in the first 2 games. Just can't find a landing spot on the green grass. Right side, bat hangs over the plate for Huddy. Breaking ball outside, catches it. Just above the knees for a strike, 0-1. Runner in scoring position, that's Brady Ross, a leadoff walk. Strikeout for Strittmatter and a stolen base for Ross. Long look down to second base for Olsen Thornburg, the Fayetteville Tech commit. Righty rested glove at the waist, goes inside with the fastball. Man, high above the belt buckle, in between that and the numbers. An 0-2 count now for Dill. Third baseman Detmers plays in at the cut of the grass. High fastball, holding up. That one hit near the Cougars' insignia, just inside. Across the chest, just missing the plate. And a 1-2 count. 2-step lead for Ross. Now the secondary. Slider outside, make it the curve ball. Swung on and missed. Drop third strike. Freeland gets it. Throw down to third. Sliding in head first is Ross. He'll be safe. Over there, Austin Detmers tried to fake him out. Ran like the ball was down the line in foul territory, and he missed it. Ross didn't buy it, though. So runner 90 feet away, and Gage Rakestraw at the plate. A 2-0 lead for South Granville, a 4-3 RBI on the ground out for Cole Freeland on back-to-back-to-back singles to start things for the Vikings in the top half of the first. Well off the plate with the curveball, but called a strike. 0-1. Right side for the RCC commit. The 0-1 outside corner fastball for a strike. Like we said in the pregame show, corner command. It's devastating at times for opponents for Olsen Thornburg. So much so he doesn't have to go to his third pitch very often. Goes high with the fastball. Shoulder level inside, 1-2. Brady Ross stands at third base. A walk, a stolen base, and then reaching on the drop third strike to third base. Ground ball high, chopper foul, third base side. One-two count, 2 down. 2-run deficit for your Cougars here in round number 4. Bottom half of the first inning. The 1-2 outside corner with the curveball. Strike 3, caught him looking. 2 strikeouts in the half inning for Evan Olsen Thornburg. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 stranded at third base. We head to the second inning, 2-0 Vikings here on RoCo Radio and RoCoRadio.com. Bunch of 0-0 ball games across the area of interest in the postseason. 4 runs on the board in the matchup between West Wilkes and West Davidson. West Wilkes, one of the top seeds in the west of the 3A. Again, that thrilling matchup against McMichael at home last year. The Blackhawks tied with West Davidson 2-2. 0-0 score in the matchup that matters to this game. The winner of this one will face the winner of Seaforth and Oak Grove. A 0-0 score in that matchup. That game just getting underway in the top of the first inning. Number 1 seed in the west of the 5A, North Lincoln taking on East Rowena in the 4th round for the 2nd consecutive season. That game just underway in the top of the first in a 0-0 score. Last check we had heard, if you know, let us know in the comments. Rockingham County softball and Southeast Alamance tied at 0-0. That one was into the 3rd. So we start the second inning here. It'll be 7, 8, and 9, 2 up for South Granville. Chris, so make it 8, 9, and 1. First pitch from Rumley. Slow roller to first and fielded by Page. Flips to Rumley, who gets to the bag in time for out number 1 on the ground out from Derek Hamelick, the catcher. Bring up Jaden Cernell. So here's Cernell from the right side. Outside set up for Rakestraw. What a tight slider. That's unfair. It looks like it's going middle of the plate, and with the late bite, catches just enough corner for a strike. 0-1. Right back there for Rumley. Slider goes inside. Chopper to short. Fielded on one hop. Bryson Apple, the 6-3 play. 2 down. And up at the top of the order is Vonnie Hernandez, hitting .419 on the year, and now 8 for 14 in the postseason. He led things off with a single, had a run scored in the first. Rumley shakes off the sign twice from Rakestraw. Now works from the delivery. The first pitch of the at-bat. Just getting a piece under the bat is Hernandez. Slow foul back to the backstop. 0-1. Really close to the plate is Vonnie Hernandez. And Rumley will ask for a different baseball. Rumley will get the new ball in close to the plate is Hernandez to face the 0-1. Oh, he floated that in just above the knees, inside corner to the righty. And an 0-2 count. Now you can go so many different ways. That slider outside, high fastball, go down low with some breaking stuff, set him up with a changeup. So many different options for Big Nick. The 6'6 righty offers the 0-2. Slide piece outside, Park, caught on and missed, strike 3. Second strikeout for Nick Rumley. No runs, no hits, no errors. Sit him down straight in the second inning. We head to the bottom half of the second. 2-0 South Granville here on RoCo Radio and RoCoRadio.com. In the 5th softball, Southeast Alamance. And Rockingham County still tied at 0-0. Brian, glad to have you along. Sorry you couldn't be here, but glad we are here for you. Let's see what these Cougars can do. And Luke's great game in round 3 got us here. Thank you all for listening in. Rock Solid Baseball on RoCo Radio and RoCoRadio.com. 2-0 lead. 2 runs in the top half of the first. Back-to-back-to-back singles to start things for the Vikings. An RBI ground out to second base for Cole Freeland. A wild pitch also scored a run in that first. But Big Nick Rumley answers in the second against the Vikings offense with 2 slow groundouts and a strikeout. Offense for the Cougars, it'll be 5, 6, and 7 to up here in the second. Bryson Apple, Levi Dixon, and Alex Page. Second inning of work for Evan Olsen Thornburg, who struck out 2 in the first. Make it 3 he struck out in the first. One was a drop third strike to first base. First pitch of the half inning. What a nasty breaking ball. He slips on the mound as Olsen Thornburg. It started inside. Looks like it's going to hit you in the shoulder and drops right in above the knees.
Come on, B.
First base side goes with the slide piece again. Cut on and missed outside part. 0-2. Coastal Carolina commit hitting .314 on the year. 3 home runs, 27 RBIs, 8 doubles. High cheese at the neck. 1-2. Glove at the waist for Olsen Thornburg. The 1-2, high fastball above the belt buckle. Fouled down the line, third base side.
Come on, Bryson.
Back of the box for Apple. Here's the 1-2. Curveball starts inside part of the plate and fades away on strike number 3. 4th consecutive strikeout now for Olsen Thornburg to start this game. And Levi Dixon at the plate. The freshman hitting .298 on the year, a .476 on base, 14 for 47 with 8 RBIs. Outside fastball for a strike. It was his bunt single that got the scoring going in round number 2 against Havelock. 0-1 outside, and it's called a strike. He was able to reach. And then on an error got to second base. Alex Page poked one in left field. He's standing at third base with nobody out. Chopper down, third baseline foul. And again, quickly ahead with 2 strikes is Olsen Thornburg. So at second base, he's able to advance to third on that single by Page, and then a double play would have normally ended hopes at scoring. But since he was at third, he was able to score. Not here, though. Punched the corner on the fastball for Olsen Thornburg, who sat down 5 straight via the strikeout. I'll bring up Alex Page, the hottest hitter in the Cougars order. Hitting .226 on the year, a .397 on base. 2 for 5 in the postseason, 2 RBIs. Those 2 big hits in round number 2 that we were just talking about. That one hit that set up the run that came in to score on the double play. And then the game-winning hit, Oppo Taco, left field line, planted just in fair territory to score 2 runs. 1-1 right down the plate, inside corner. Called a strike, 1-2. Just ahead to 2 strikes is Olsen Thornburg. Breaking ball with late bite outside corner. Cut on and missed. 6 consecutive strikeouts to start the game for Evan Olsen Thornburg after a lead-off walk to Brady Ross. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody reaches base. We head to the 3rd and a 2-0 lead for the Vikings here on RoCo Radio and RoCoRadio.com. Two, 3, and 4 due up for the Vikings. Austin Detmer's the third baseman. Pitcher Evan Olsen Thornburg. And Big Country Cole Freeland, the first baseman. The RBI in this game, a ground out RBI to second base with the bases loaded. A run did come in to score on a wild pitch as well in the first. 2-0 lead for the Vikings, the number 15 seed here in the 5A West. Since then, though, Nick Rumley's been dialed in. He sat down 5 straight. Got 3 quick ground outs starting in the bottom half of the first. And a ground out to in the second. 2 first base. Shortstop as well. And a ground out. And a strikeout to end the second for Hernandez. There comes Detmers at the plate. A single and a run scored in the first. Right side. Hitting 2 for 11 in the postseason, including today with an RBI. Big Nick shakes off this sign, puts a glove in front of the face, works from the delivery. First pitch of the half inning. Oh, what a slider. Spin it to the corner. The yarn falling off the ball there, 0-1. Outside corner for the right to the righty. 0-1 pitch, fastball, same spot for a strike. Tell you what, Detmers doesn't like it, but that's right on the corner, just above the knees. And just like that, an 0-2 count for Big Nick. 2 strikeouts so far for the 6'6" righty. Here's the 0-2 offering. Slider, same bite that Olsen Thornburg presented. This one well off the plate in the opposite batter's box, swung on and missed. Back-to-back strikeouts going to the second inning now for Nick Rumley. I'll bring up the number 3 hitter, Evan Olsen Thornburg. First pitch of the at-bat, slider, opposite way, hot shot. On the ground, fielded by Page. He touches the bag for the out. Nice, clean play by Alex Page. I was talking with Coach Helms about the infield defense, and we were talking about Page and just how much he stands out over there defensively. He does a great job. Unassisted there. And brings up Cole Freeland, the only RBI in this game. A ground out opposite way to second base. Scored a run. With the bases loaded in the top half of the first inning. High fastball. Climb the ladder. If Nick's 6'6", Cody has to be 6'7", 6'8". 0-1. Slider spins down the plate. Finds a final resting point on the corner just above the knees of the big righty. And again, Nick Rumley for the 3rd consecutive at-bat ahead. 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2. Check swing. Did he hold up? He did.
Outside pitch, the breaking ball. Rakestraw couldn't even get to it. It went back to the backstop, first base side. First base umpire on the appeal says he didn't go. 1-2. Middle of the rubber for Nick Rumley. Glove just above the belt buckle. Now lifts it in front of the face in a time from Freeland at home plate. Cole Freeland, 315 on the year, 479 on base, 3 home runs, 20 RBIs. 1-2, slider just getting enough off the tip of the bat to roll it back to the backstop here behind home plate and keep it 1-2. From the delivery, the 1-2 pitch. Slider low in the dirt. Opposite side of the plate is Freeland on the left side. Swung on and missed for strike 3. 2 strikeouts in the half inning for Nick Rumley. No runs on no hits, no errors. Nobody reaches base. We head to the bottom half of the third inning in a 2-0 ball game here on RoCo Radio and RoCoRadio.com. Score update. The winner of this one will face the winner of Seaforth and Oak Grove. That game is a 1-0 contest. Just underway, bottom half of the first inning. An RBI from Everhart in the 3 spot on a single for Oak Grove. East Rowan leads North Lincoln on the west side of the bracket 3-0. Back to work is Evan Olsen Thornburg. He struck out 6 consecutive. Led things off with a walk to Brady Ross. He had a stolen base. Then on a drop third strike to Hudson Deal, he advanced to third base, but he was left there. The only base runner for the Cougars threw 2 at the plate. It'll be 8-9-1 due up for your Rockingham County Cougars. Hicks, Ross, and Strip Matter. Rumley 1 for 4 in the postseason at the plate with 2 runs and a walk. .326 though on the season, .380 on base. Thornburg enters this half inning with 32 pitches, 6 strikeouts. High fastball to start the at-bat, outside, 1-0. 15 for 46. 1 double. Opposite way, rips it foul. On the cut from the big righty, 1-1. This is a team that has a 5.19 team ERA. As that's way off the plate outside for a strike. But in the postseason, that number has dropped to 2.67. Breaking ball hangs inside, right up the middle, a base hit. Good old seeing eye for Nick Rumley. First hit of the game for the Cougars. Mark Solid will look to get things going with Brady Hicks at the plate. Rumley will get a courtesy runner. It'll be Seth Allen. Hicksy hitting .231, .365 on base percentage, 12 for 52 at the plate. And 1 for 3 here in the playoffs. Crouching, creeping in, I should say, is Detmers at third. First pitch is a strike, 0-1. So Allen with good speed at first base, the courtesy runner for Rumley, a leadoff single from the 8 spot. Fouled out of play on the second pitch of the at-bat. So 0-2. Two stolen bases on the year for Allen, but often used as a courtesy runner. Good base runner for the Cougars. Chopper foul, barehanded by Coach Helms. And back into the field of play. Still keep it 0-2. Rumley ends the 6th consecutive strikeout streak for the starter Evan Olsen Thornburg. Second base runner of the game for Rockingham County. First hit. Top of the second, McMichael and Farmville Central tied at 0-0 on the softball diamond. Number 2 seed versus the number 3 seed. In the 3A East, top of the second, Princeton, 0, Midway 0. Princeton with a win over McMichael in round 3. Olsen Thornburg, an 0-2 count to Hicks. He's battled some off as that one's a fastball outside. Snap throw to first. Back in plenty of time is Allen. Oh, the Blue called that a strike? No signal from behind home plate. No finger lifted up. And strike 3. Caught him looking. Strikeout number 7 for Olsen Thornburg. And back to the top for Brady Ross. Ross with a walk, stolen base. Reached all the way to third base, but the Cougars couldn't get him in. 3 straight strikeouts to end the first. So Allen takes a good lead at first to the cut of the grass. Here's the pitch from Olsen Thornburg. Backhanded behind the plate by Hamelink. The outside offering low and in the dirt, 1-0. The Ross hitting .373 this campaign. The 1-0 outside, opposite way. High fly ball, right field, down the line on a drop. Allen is heading to second. He'll round a hold there. A single for Brady Ross. So a runner in scoring position for Luke Stripmatter, who had 4 RBIs against Person in round 3. A 2 RBI single in the third. And an RBI double to left field in the 5th that scored 2. Hitting .385 on the year with runners in scoring position. 1 down. Runners on first and second. A leadoff single for Nick Rumley, his courtesy runner at second. After the single from Brady Ross, down the line and right. Bunt attempt on the slider outside. Can't get there for Stritt. But he will pull it back in time in a 1-0 count. Olsen Thornburg, the righty. Third base side of the rubber, looks to second base. Ooh, close to a ball call. Looked like he was offering home, turned just in time to look back to second base. Here's a 1-0, outside fastball, called a strike. Cougars are going to have to adjust to the widened strike zone. 1-1. It is Freeland at first base. The 1-1, bunt attempt pulled back. Curveball in the dirt, the catcher lost it. Up to third base is Allen, and up to second base is Ross. Both runners in scoring position. Catcher Hamelin just couldn't find it. It sat right behind the point at the end of home plate. It spun there. And now Luke has a chance to drive in 2 in scoring position with 1 down and tie this one up. Hitters count 2-1. Olsen Thornburg offers outside corner. That's a beautiful fastball. Corner command yet again. And a strike to even it up, 2-2. Allen at third. Ross at second. 2-2. Curveball down the line, third base side. It's going to be foul. Number 1 stays alive like the Bee Gees, 2-2. Time called at home plate from Derek Hamelink, the catcher. He'll speak with Olson Thornburg. Great start for the righty of the Fayetteville Tech commit. 6 consecutive strikeouts after a leadoff walk. Now here in some trouble after a leadoff single in the third. A strikeout looking at Brady Hicks, but a single for Brady Ross. They advance on a ball that spun behind home plate off the catcher's gear. So runners at second and third. With one down for Strick. 2-2 pitch from the righty. Breaking ball outside. Got him early. Pop up to second base. Right into the glove of Ovando. So 2 down. Runners at second and third. And Hudson Deal looking to break out of his 0 for 7 start in the postseason. 500 average on the year. 40 for 80 heading into today. 10 doubles, 3 triples, 4 home runs, 30 RBIs to lead the team. This is what you love in situations. In 80 at-bats, just 8 strikeouts this season. Hitting .467 with runners in scoring position. Outside corner fastball in the river for a strike. 0-1. Queens University commit close to the plate on the right side. Looking to wallop on one. Ross at second, Allen at third. 0-1 for Olson Thornburg. Looks to third, peeks over there, now offers home. Breaking ball inside, into center field. Shading towards right and caught in center by Hernandez for out number 3. So 2 runners left in scoring position. No runs on 2 hits and no errors. We head to the 4th and a 2-0 lead for the Vikings here on RoCo Radio and RoCoRadio.com. On the 6th, Southeast Alamance 1, Rockingham County nothing on the softball diamond. Some other score updates. McMichael and Farmville Central is all knotted up at 0-0. That's in the bottom of the 2nd. East Rowan leads North Lincoln 3-0. Remember, that was the game last year in the 4th round in the 3A that went 9 innings before North Lincoln pulled away and then brought home a state championship. So East Rowan looking for some revenge. Seaforth leads Oak Grove 2-1. The winner of that game will face the winner of this one in the regional finals best-of-3 series. That's 2-1 in the middle of the 2nd, the Hawks over the Grizzlies. So we are ready for the 4th inning here at Sam Jones Baseball Complex. A 2-0 lead for South Granville. First pitch of the half inning to the DH. The lefty Grayson Vasher is inside and low. Slow roller to second base. Down to one knee for Dixon. Good throw to Page for out number 1.
Now batting number 17, Noah Edwards.
Only RBI in this one was on a ground out for Cole Freeland, the number 4 hitter in the first with the bases loaded. Back-to-back singles to start things for the Vikings. And then a wild pitch scored a run as well behind home plate. Other than that, it's been clean for Dick Rumley, the defense. Opposite way, down the line. It hangs up there, and Brady Ross makes the catch for out number 2. This is what Big Nick needs, a quick inning. Entered the inning with about 40 pitches, now at 43. But to secure being able to go the distance in this one. Every easy out matters. So 5 and 6 set down quickly as Edwards pops up to left field, and that'll bring up Chris Ovando. Outside fastball for a strike. Great framework from 12 gauge. Made sure that caught the corner. 0-1. Third base side from the delivery for Rumley. That slider is devastating at the knees. 0-2. Here's the 0-2 inside and low at the shoot tops. 1-2. Four strikeouts for Nick Rumley. 1-2. Late release point on the slider, and still Ovando had to think about whether he wanted to offer that or not. Holds up on the check. Even count 2-2. Rumley climbs from the back of the hill to the rubber. Nobody on, 2 outs. Slider outside, off the tip of the bat, fouled straight back. And a 2-2 count remains. The number 7 hitter grounded out to second base in the first. 2-2 offering, high fastball. Right down the plate, near the letters, and a full count 3-2. Rumley shakes off the sign. And a time called at home plate for Ovando. Here's the payoff from Rumley. Inside fastball jammed him foul and out of play just over the dugout of the visitors. One nothing lead for Southeast Alamance in the top of the 7th inning on the softball diamond in the regional semifinals. The payoff from Nick Rumley, outside fastball as Ovando heads down to first base. He gets a shorter trip to the dugout. Strike 3. Caught him looking, no runs on no hits, no errors, nobody reaches base. We enter the bottom half of the 4th inning. And a 2-0 lead for South Granville here on RoCo Radio and RoCoRadio.com. So a 1-0 ball game, top half of the 7th inning. Runners on first and second, nobody out. Abby Lipscomb at the plate right now for the Cougars. .50 pitches so far for South Granville righty Evan Olsen-Thornburg, and he's been magnificent. Struck out 6 straight from the first to the second. And got a strikeout in the third. Gave up 2 hits. He stranded 3 runners in scoring position thus far. In the first, Brady Ross, after his walk, was able to reach third base, but he was left there by the Cougars offense. And then in the third, runners left at second and third base with the pop fly from Hudson Deal to center field. So before 5 and 6 for your Cougars, Gage Rakestraw, Bryson Apple, and Levi Dixon. All 3 struck out in their first at-bat. Clutch describes 12 Gage. Gage Rakestraw, 366 on the year. 10 two-out RBIs, that leads the team. Outside corner with the fastball for a strike. So in key situations, runners in scoring position, 2 down, he gets the job done. And with runners in scoring position, a 417 clip. That won't come into play in this at-bat as he leads things off here in the bottom half of the 4th. But just shows his value while he moves up to 4 in the order. Here today, 2-1 count. Very selective at the plate is Rakestraw. 15 walks to just 13 strikeouts on the year. 20 RBIs and 8 doubles. Olsen Thornburg, the 2-1, outside fastball, ripped past the second baseman, Ovando into the outfield and center. Picked up by Ovando. And at first base on the hard hit single for Gage Rakestraw. Back-to-back half innings, the offense starts things off by getting on base. Bring up Bryson Apple, he struck out swinging in the second. Rakestraw will get a courtesy runner. Here comes Wyatt Clark. First base side for the righty, Evan Olsen Thornburg. And here comes Apple, 3 home runs for the Coastal Carolina commit, 6-3 righty at the plate. The runner on first base, nobody down. Here in the fourth, Cougars down 2. Hook ball outside at the knees for a strike, 0-1. Apple won't offer at it. He'll step out now back into the box. Slightly crouched stance. The 0-1. Curveball inside. Just catching the corner. According to the home plate umpire for a strike, 0-2. Sam Jones faithful do not like that call. 0-2, fastball, ripped to short. Fielded cleanly by Edwards to second. Ovando to first for the double play. 6-4-3. Ends any threat. And it brings up Levi Dixon. Base is clear. And the freshman at the plate, the number 6 hitter, 298 on the year, 476 on base. 11 walks to 13 strikeouts. As deep as Detmers is playing at third, you might see him sneak a bunt here. I know 2 down. Base is clear, and you don't want to give it away an out or an at-bat down 2, but the way Dixon handles the bat, it wouldn't shock me. 1-0 is outside a fastball, 1-1. Just midway through the strike zone. Olsen Thornburg right back to work, 1-1. Lost the baseball. It goes in the opposite batter's box at 2-1 count. That's what makes him so effective. He does not have many situations where he loses the baseball. He's always around the strike zone. Strong corner command. Here's the 2-1. Right down the plate. High fly ball into left field. And it finds the glove of the left fielder, Cernell, for out number 3. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. We head to the 5th inning, and a 2-0 lead for South Granville here on RoCo Radio and RoCoRadio.com. So 2 down, runners on second and third in the softball matchup at Southeast Alamance, with Chloe Ferguson at the plate. Down to the last strike are the Cougars on the softball diamond. It's 22-2 Southeast Alamance. Nick Rumley returns to the hill for your Cougars here at Sam Jones Baseball Complex. We mentioned it in the pregame show. This place has been favorable and why you want home field advantage. A 111-36 mark for the Cougars here at home in the last 13 seasons. Over the last 4 years for this senior class, 43-8. They'll need some late inning magic here to add a win mark in those tallies. Down 2, both runs in the first inning. An RBI ground out for Cole Freeland, the number 4 hitter. They got the bases loaded to the Vikings on back-to-back singles from Hernandez and Detmers and a bunt single for Evan Olsen Thornburg. Bases loaded, ground out to second base, scored Hernandez, and then Detmers came in to score on a wild pitch back to the backstop. Those are your 2 runs in this game. Since that first inning, Nick Rumley has held the Vikings hitless. 5 strikeouts now for the 6'6" righty. Rumley shakes off the signs as the number 8 hitter Hamelink will start things off. Slow roller to first base in his first at-bat. Slider down the plate for a strike. And ahead 0-1. The 0-1 slider check swing. Appeal the first, and he went. It's a final. What a season for the Rockingham County Cougars on the softball diamond. They fall to Southeast Alamance 1-0. Outside, slider. They never call him out. He dropped the ball. It was a strike count. Coach Helms is looking for explanation here. So the umpires now will meet. The pitch was in the glove of Rakestraw, heading down the line. It was Hamelink. It's called dropped at home plate. We'll have to go back to the old camera for explanation on that after the game, but he's called safe at first. He'll have a courtesy runner. Be Kendall Chamberlain at first base. One attempt, not pulled back by the number 9 hitter, Jaden Cernell. 0-1. One offering right down the plate. Bunt back to Rumley. Goes to second. Good strong throw. Dixon will hold, but they get the force at second base. Great heads-up play baseball-wise by Big Nick. Jumps off the mound, first base side, fields it right into the glove, looks to second, knows he has plenty of time, and gets the out. That'll go back to the top of the order for Vonnie Hernandez. A single and a strikeout in this one. 6 strikeouts for Nick Rumley. Down the plate, opposite way. It's a hot ground ball. The second Dixon flicks it to Apple. Throw to first is not in time. But they get the force again at second base. Two down, runner on first, and Austin Detmer's at the plate. Fifth inning, 2-0 lead for South Granville. 2 down, runner on first for the Vikings. Throw back to first on the pickoff move. Oh, what a move. Good tag near the armpit for Page, but not in time. Back to the cut of the grass for the courtesy runner Chamberlain. High fastball. 1-0. Actually make that Hernandez at first base after the fielder's choice. Hernandez with 20 stolen bases on the year. 1-0 count for Rumley to the number 2 hitter Detmers here in the 5th inning. He looks down Home plate time called late. A fastball that would have been right down the plate for a strike, but does not count. Timeout called ahead of time. Detmers puts a little smirk on his face. The gamesmanship of baseball. Oh, now we're going to have a conversation after the pitch. Imagine it has something to do with language or something on the field. They just eject him?
You're absolutely wrong for that. You know that.
They just ejected Nick Rummel. Coach Helms looking for some type of explanation here on the third base side.
All he's got to do is cuss one time. No, because you
12 straight sat down technically for Nick Rummel. He had the drop third strike with a runner reach first base here in the fifth.
well, they didn't with Perez when they threw him out of state when you cussed. Well, I mean, still though, because he cussed, they threw him out. They didn't warn him or nothing.
So we're still awaiting an official decision. Rumley is off the field. Coach Helms talking with all four umpires right now. Doing some long toss at third base is Hudson Deal. Get some new pitching cleats. But what a good solution in a problem you don't want to have. You lose the top 5 pitchers in the state on the ejection, and Nick Rumley, who's been dealing since the first. But you get to go to Hudson Deal, the senior, a 1.34 ERA on the season, 4-1 overall, 31 in a third innings pitched, 21 hits, just 6 earned runs, 20 walks to 50 strikeouts, a 231 average with runners in scoring position. Hitters hitting just 181 on the season against Hudson Deal. As he gets ready to throw some warm-up pitches, Huddy against Person County finished the game, the final 2 innings, went 3 hits, 0 earned runs, 4 strikeouts, 39 pitches, and 25 strikes. So he'll get the call here in the 5th. So if you're just joining us, Nick Rumley ejected from the game. And Hudson Deal called on, out of the pen, in a situation he's well used to all season long, the closer. It's been a great career for Hudson Deal. We talk about the offense all the time, but how about on the hill, a 2.22 ERA, 28 appearances in his career, an 11-2 mark. 97 2/3 innings pitched, 80 hits, 31 earned runs, 145 strikeouts to 51 walks. Hitters hitting just 212 when Huddy's been on the mound in his career.
You guys think we come to watch y'all, didn't you, Mr. Ump?
So Huddy gets his warm-up pitches in with 2 down here in the 5th. Nick Rumley, today's starter. Gave up 2 runs, 1 earned in the first. ejected here in the 5th with 2 down. So Coach Helms will call on number 15. Runner on first base. Again, a final score. The Cougars on the softball diamond fall to Southeast Alamance 1-0. So their season comes to an end. What a career for Ava Grace Pruitt, Laney Reb, seniors. Ava Grace, I saw somebody on RoCo Radio once put, school needs to build a statue of AGP out there. Over 900 strikeouts, career wins record, career strikeouts record, career no hits record, career perfect game record in Rockingham County school history. I was talking with Jay Ramey, who was calling the game for us down there in Haw River today. And I said there's a record for the record book, how many times that Ava Grace Pruitt's in it. She owns darn near every pitching record in school district history. So after the ejection of Rumley, 2 down on the scoreboard. Hernandez at first with speed, 20 stolen bases. And bring in the relief man, the relief ace for the Cougars, Hudson Deal. Here in the top half of the 5th inning.
Defensive changes for the Cougars. Now pitching, number 15, Hudson Deal.
It's like our new third baseman will be Chase Holcomb. So Holcomb at third. Huddy goes from third to the mound. If there's one kid that won't be frazzled by a situation like this entering a game, it's 15. If there's anybody that can pick up his teammate in a situation that he can't control, it's Hudson Deal. Two-run lead for the Vikings here in the 5th, 2 down. Austin Detmers, the number 2 hitter at the plate, hit a single in the first, scored a run, struck out in the 3rd. So Huddy climbs the hill for the first time, puts the toe and digs the cleat on the third base side of the rubber with a runner on first. Hernandez with a 2-step lead to the cut of the grass. 2 down with Detmers at the plate from the right side. First pitch opposite way and foul out of play, right field side. So here we go for Huddy into the game. Enters with a 1-0 count, now 1-1. 4 strikeouts against Person County in the final 2 innings to secure the first win in round 3 since 1996 for the Cougars. Now he'll get the call here in round 4. 1-1, breaking ball down the plate. Slow roller foul off the tip of the bat of Detmers. One, 2. Cut of the grass for Hernandez. A 1-2 count to Detmers. Fastball outside corner, just missing. At the knees. Hitters count 2-1 from the stretch for Hudson Deal. Looks down to Gage Rakestraw. Hook ball inside corner. Strike 3. Drops out of the glove of Rakestraw and he tags Detmers. Hudson Deal enters the game, gets the out. 1 runner left on base. No runs, no hits, no errors, one left on base. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Cougars down 2 here on RoCo Radio and RoCoRadio.com. Score update from Dalton McMichael High School. Number 2, McMichael. Number 3, Farmville Central on the softball diamond. Bottom half of the 4th inning, Ellie Southern at the plate in a 1-1 ball game. 1 run in the 3rd for each team. Lindsay Redmond 4 strong so far, 5 hits, 0 earned runs, 6 strikeouts, the Bulldog. A home run, a solo shot for Cora Engel in the 3rd. So here comes Olson Thornburg for another inning of work. He enters the half inning with 61 pitches, started off with 6 consecutive strikeouts after a leadoff walk. The Cougars, though, have gotten to scoring position. They stranded a runner on 3rd in the 1st. They stranded 2 runners at 2nd and 3rd in the 3rd inning. In the 4th, a leadoff single for Gage Rakestraw, erased by a double play, and a pop fly to left field. Alex Page at the plate to start things off. Slider for a strike. On the outside corner of the plate, it'll be Page. Rumley will be replaced by Holcomb. Line drive off the pitcher. Thornburg goes all the way to the dirt, second base, and down the line is Alex Page. In the dirt, Thornburg grabbed it, made a throw. He gets up hobbling just a bit. And Alex Page, playoff Alex Page with a single. To start things off here in the 5th, it'll be Chase Holcomb, who entered in at 3rd base as Huddy went to the mound, with Nick Rumley ejected from the game with 2 outs in the top half of the 5th inning. Holcomb from the left side, hitting .231 on the year, but a .500 on base percentage. Inside, good take with a fastball off the plate, 1-0. Here comes a courtesy, or a pinch runner. It'll be Seth Allen in for Alex Page. Holcomb, .231, 3 for 13 in the regular season. 4 walks, 6 strikeouts at the plate with an RBI. His 2nd at-bat of the playoffs. Close to the plate, crouch stance left side, facing Olson Thornburg. Shows bunt. And way in at 3rd base is Detmers, and pulling back to reset is Holcomb. Allen at 1st. Here's the bunt look from the lefty. Outside with the fastball. They say that Holcomb didn't pull back in time, so it'll be a strike. Olson Thornburg spins the baseball on the hill, middle of the rubber, runner on 1st. A leadoff single for Alex Page. An infield single. Seth Allen, the pinch runner in, but down the 3rd base side. It's a hot shot to 3rd base. Detmers throws it into center field, but right there, a good play by Vonnie Hernandez. The center fielder was right there. He says, calm down, infield. I got you. And that holds Allen at 2nd base, or else that could have been disastrous. But it gives a chance for Brady Hicks. Holcomb at 1st, Allen at 2nd, nobody down. Brady Hicks at the plate. B. Hicks, .231 on the year, 12 for 52, 6 RBIs. From the stretch for the righty Olson Thornburg. Outside slider. Close to the plate. Called a strike, 0-1. Hicks struck out looking in the 2nd. Make that the 3rd inning. Good lead with nobody covering at 1st. The infield that the corners are going to play in. And a time called. At a time, the home plate umpire talked to Olsen Thornburg. There's something going on with Seth Allen that the home plate umpire doesn't like. I think it was that he was waving his hands up in the air. So another stoppage. Coach Helms is going to take this opportunity to talk with Hicks, Ross, and Stritt. A 2-0 ball game, lead for the Vikings. Nobody out. Runners on first and second. Holcomb reached on an error on the bunt attempt on the third base side. On a throw attempt to second base. Alex Page led off with a single in the infield. Courtesy runner Allen, pinch runner is in. Slow roller, first base side, it stays fair. It stops fair. Bases loaded, Cougars. Oh, the baseball gods are there for B. Hicks. The first baseman down the line, Freeland, was praying. He was hoping it would roll foul. It just stops inside the line. Doesn't even make it midway to first base. And now the bases are chucked for the Cougars. Alex Page with an infield single. Hot shot off the pitcher that rolled all the way to second base. And he runs it out on the throw from the pitcher, Olsen Thornburg. An error on a bunt attempt from Chase Holcomb. Third base side on the throw to second to try and get the lead runner. Went into center field. So that put Holcomb on. He now stands at second base, Allen at third. Brady Hicks with some love from the gods of this great game as he hits a slow chopper that stops on the line on the first base side. And now Sam Jones Baseball Complex is alive as the leadoff man, Brady Ross, steps up to the plate. Nobody out, bases loaded, 2-run deficit for your Cougars here in the fourth round. Olsen Thornburg delivers high and inside. Taken all the way for Ross. And a 1-0 count. A walk for Ross in the first and a stolen base. A single in the third. A .357 average with runners in scoring position. Inside fastball, high chopper, foul, third base side. Skied off the ground by Ross. Now a 1-1 count as he digs back in close to the plate. Olsen Thornburg in his first trouble since the third inning. Outside, slider. Way outside. They say that Ross went after it on the check swing and a 1-2 count. Bases loaded for the Cougars. Nobody out. They need 2 to tie it. Here's a 1-2 from Olsen Thornburg. Outside fastball. It goes to the shortstop. The throw to second. To first, not in time. Run scores. Allen from third. Edwards turns it to Ovando for the out, but they can't get it at first. Down the line for Ross with speed. A fielder's choice. 6-4 from Edwards to Ovando. And a 2-1 ball game. And the hottest hitter for the Cougars going back to round 3. 4 RBIs for Luke Strittmatter. A 2 RBI single in that game and a 2 RBI double in the 3rd and the 5th. Looking for his first hit in this one. And he's got runners, a runner in scoring position with runners at the corners. Ross with stolen base number 26 earlier in the game. We'll see if he's on the move. He's going. Bunt attempt is down, foul off the bat, first base side. Man, Holcomb was ready to go at third base. Before it was even declared foul, he was already touching home plate. See how aggressive Coach Helms is from the box on the third base side. Strittmatter at the plate with an 0-1 count. 392 average on the year. 29 for 74. 1 for 4, or 2 for 5 in the playoffs with 4 RBIs, all in round 3. Creeping in is Detmers at third. High fastball, fake the throw to second. Now in a pickle is Holcomb trying to go back to third. He almost got to home plate. He's still heading back. Now tagged by Thornburg, and up to third base is Brady Ross. 2 down. Freeland's holding the baseball. Down the line in third. Ross slides head first. Called out at home plate. Out number 3. Cougars get a run. But a runner picked off Holcomb. And then Ross saw Freeland holding the baseball on the first base side. He sneaks down, slides head first on a close bang-bang play called out at home plate. So Hudson Deal returns to the hill. The Cougars cut the deficit in the bottom half of the 5th inning. 2-1 lead for South Granville here on RoCo Radio and RoCoRadio.com. Score update. The winner of this one will face the winner of Seaforth and Oak Grove. Seaforth leads 7-1 over the Grizzlies. So the story continues for this South Granville team. Yeah, the postseason. You love it. I know there are opponents, but you got to love. You come into this one losing, you come into the playoffs losing 8 straight. 8 consecutive. Then you pull off an upset of the number 2 seed, an upset of the number 7 seed. Good fan travel out here from Creedmoor. They lead it 2-1, both runs in the first inning. A ground ball RBI after the bases were chucked to start things off. Back-to-back-to-back singles for the Vikings. Cole Freeland, the number 4 hitter, with a ground out to second base and an RBI. A wild pitch in the next at-bat with Grayson Vasher at the plate. Scored a run from third. And those are the 2 runs for South Granville. Run coming in to score here in the 5th. On the 6-4 fielder's choice by Brady Ross. Driving in a run. So for the Vikings, it will be 3, 4, and 5 at the plate. Olsen, Thornburg, Freeland, and Vasher. Hudson Deal in his first full inning of work. First pitch is an inside breaking ball, high chopper, spinning at second base. Apple makes the throw. What a play, Bryson Apple. Deep in the hole, running towards second base, spins and makes the throw. Glove side to Page, who extends and makes the play low for out number 1. Huge out here in the 6th. First pitch of this at-bat to Big Country Cole Freeland is outside. 1-0. Freeland and the RBI in this one for South Granville. One of their 2 runs. Hangs in the zone, high fly ball, deep left field. Way back towards the fence, at it to the tree line, and gone for Big Country. Solo shot. Freeland takes his time, pounds on third base. A big smile for the number 4 hitter. And a 3-1 lead for South Granville. Freeland just got a hold of that breaking ball. Brings up Grayson Vasher. Side to Vasher for a ball 1-0. Perfectly timed from Freeland. Vasher sends it foul. One inside low, just below the knees. Nobody out. Make it 1 down. And the beautiful play by Bryson Apple. Solo shot for Cole Freeland. Gives it Vikings the 2-run lead yet again here in the 6th. With the lefty Vasher at the plate. Crouch stance. Hudson Deal delivers and fouled straight back. Even count 2-2. Base is empty. 1 down. All the RBIs in this one owned by the power hitter, the number 4 man, Cole Freeland. Inside and low, cut out and missed. Strike 3 for Hudson Deal, his second strikeout. Since entering with 2 outs in the 5th. So 2 down and Noah Edwards at the plate.
Campus is a tobacco-free campus. Please do not smoke, no vaping, no dipping, anything.
So back-to-back lefties in this lineup. Edwards goes right up the middle for a base hit. Second hit of the half inning for the Vikings. Brings up Chris Ovando. Round out to second base in the 1st. Struck out looking in the 4th. First base side, backhand, a stop attempt, right back to the glove of Rakestraw off the backstop. Throw to second. What a close play. He's called safe on the tag from Apple. Somehow Rakestraw, that bounced off the backstop into his glove. He turns, fires. It makes it a close play, but up and safe at second base is Edwards. So he's in scoring position, 2 down. Huddy exhales, looks to second. Now the ready offers home to the ready. Opposite way, ground ball down to 1 knee for Dixon. Makes the routine play for out number 3. 4-3 for Ovando, but a solo shot to left field for Cole Freeland. Makes it a 2-run lead yet again for the Vikings as we head to the bottom half of the 6th inning. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. We head to the bottom half of the 6th and a 3-1 ball game here on RoCo Radio and RoCoRadio.com. Some score updates on the softball diamond in the 3A West. West Wilkes and West Davidson still tied at 3 apiece. The winner of this one will face the winner of the Hawks and Grizzlies of Seaforth in Oak Grove. Seaforth leads it 7-1. East Rowan and North Lincoln battled in the 4th round last year into 9 innings. It was a 3-1 lead for East Rowan. Now it's all tied up at 3 apiece. The top seed in the West, North Lincoln, the Knights tying it back up in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Score update from the softball diamond at Dalton McMichael High School. It's the top of the sixth inning and a 1-1 ball game. Lindsey Redmond is dealing inside the circle. Yet again, the Bulldog 5 1/3, 5 hits, 0 earned runs, 8 strikeouts. Cora Engel with a solo shot for the Phoenix. So after the 2 outs on base running situations, in the bottom half of the fifth inning, Chase Holcomb was caught in a pickoff heading down to home plate. And then Brady Ross tried to sneak home from third, made it a bang-bang play at home plate, but he was called out. So Luke Strittmatter strolls up to the plate. Here in the sixth, it'll be 2, 3, and 4 due up for your Cougars, down 2. Here in the sixth, and Thornburg back out there. Olsen Thornburg, a good start. 6 consecutive strikeouts from the first to the second. Second pitch of the at-bat is outside with a fastball, 2-0. Alstritt does his grind at the plate. He's done it his whole career. 2 for 5 in the postseason, 4 RBIs, all coming against the Rockets in round 3. The 2-0. Outside corner, beautiful fastball for a strike at the knees. Hitters count 2-1. On the season, the senior campaign, 392, a 494 on base for Luke Strittmatter, 29 for 74 with 18 RBIs. Outside fastball, this time getting contact. 2-2. Ground ball to short. Fielded by Edwards, so to first is in plenty of time for out number 1. Brings up Hudson Deal. 6th inning, 3-1 deficit. Nobody on, 1 out. Huddy looking for his first playoff hit. First pitch from Olsen Thornburg, high breaking ball. 1-0 inside to the righty. Huddy hitting .500 in his senior year, 40 for 80, 4 home runs, 30 RBIs. Inside fastball just ahead was Huddy. High pop-up left field, foul territory. Good hustle down there, but slipping up is Cernell. He had a beat on it, got there quickly, slipped on the grass, and the ball dropped right to the right side of him. 15 gets a second life. Even count, 1-1. Just outside of the home plate circle for Hudson Deal. Takes some practice hacks. Now right up to the plate on the right side. He'll hold that bat knob right over the corner of the plate. The 1-1. Breaking ball inside at the letters. Hitters count 2-1. Defense straight away with nobody on, 1 down. Inside fastball, foul, tipped off the home plate umpire. And a 2-2 count. But he bends the knees. Now steps in, close to the plate. Even count, 2-2. Olsen Thornburg from the delivery. Breaking ball, settles down the plate. Chopped, just foul. Still alive is Huddy, 2-2. 84 pitches now for Olsen Thornburg. With the complete game, almost a complete game against Cedar Ridge in the postseason, 6 1/3. Outside breaking ball, popped up right field. under it to make the play as Klubert for out number 2. Brings up Gage Rakestraw, struck out looking in the first, had a single in the fourth. First pitch of the at-bat, outside fastball hit, same spot, right field, but deep towards the fence. Backpedaling. It's in the glove of Klubert as he hits the fence for out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody reaches base. We head to the top of the 7th inning. 2-run lead for the Vikings here on RoCo Radio and RoCoRadio.com. So if you didn't hear earlier, the softball season coming to a close. The career of Ava Grace Pruitt and Laney Reb. A 1-0 loss to Southeast Alamance. What a career for Ava Grace Pruitt. Privileged to watch her do her thing inside the circle. 4-year all-conference softball, basketball. A state champion, a Max Preps Pitcher of the Year last year. Over 900 strikeouts. What a career. Middle of the 6th for McMichael softball. They're down to Farmville Central, 2-1. Cougars here down 3-1 will look to shut down the Vikings offense with one last chance in the bottom half of the 7th inning. New up in the bottom of the 7th, it's Bryson Apple, Levi Dixon, and Alex Page. Here in the top half of the 7th, it'll be the catcher, Derek Hamelink. The left fielder, Jaden Cernell. And back to the top of the order for Vonnie Hernandez. Hudson Deals on the hill to offer the first pitch of the half inning outside. Fastball for strike. Tone center for Hudson Deal. He entered today at 1.34 ERA on the season. Versatile, so versatile in spots for the Cougars. Slow roller to second base, clean fielded by Dixon and a strong throw. Page finishes it off, 4-3. Back-to-back ground outs to second base for Hudson Deal, going back to the top half of the 6th inning. I'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Jaden Sternell. 2 ground outs, 1 to short, and 1 to the pitcher, Nick Rumley, who threw out on the fielder's choice to second base. Audie Roxon fires first pitch of the at-bat. Same spot as the last at-bat. Outside fastball for a strike, just above the knees on the corner, 0-1. Middle infield deep. Page plays behind the bag. A little bit towards second base at first. And at the cut of the grass is Holcomb at third. Just joining us, Nick Rumley got this start, was ejected with 2 outs in the 5th. Hudson Deal enters the game, gets out of that jam with a strikeout. Pitch the 6th inning now here in the 7th. High breaker inside above the knees for a strike. 1-2. Glove in front of the face for the senior. Shakes off the sign twice from Rakestraw. Now gets ready to fire. High breaking ball outside. Out of the crotch for Rakestraw and an even count, 2-2. So 2 outs in the bottom half of the 6th inning for the Phoenix, down 1 on the softball diamond. Here's the 2-2 from Deal. It's away from the strike zone. Opposite batter's box to the righty. Cernell. Full count, 3-2. First base side for the senior. 3-2 pitch, breaking ball below the bat, swung on and missed. Strike three. Third strikeout for Hudson Deal. And 2 down, it brings up Vonnie Hernandez, struck out in the second. Hit a single to lead the game off in the first. A 4-6 fielder's choice in the fifth. Base is clear, 2 down. Hudson Deal trying to give his team a chance. He's done great so far in this half inning. 2 straight set down. High chopper back to the mound. Third base side trying to barehand is Hudson Deal. He'll have to put it in his pocket. And Hernandez gets down the line so quick there was no throw, especially leaning towards third base. So bring up Austin Detmers, a single and run scored in the first and 2 strikeouts since then. Struck out swinging in the third. And Huddy's first strikeout when he entered the fifth with 2 down, caught him looking. Inside fastball, fouled straight back, jammed him off the handle of the bat, 0-1. Runner on first base, 2 down. Cougars down 2. 5, 6, and 7 due up in the bottom half of the inning. Apple, Dixon, and Page. Throw back to first. High throw. Page climbs the ladder and brings it back down. Ball behind the back for Huddy. Now rested in the glove. Time called at home plate for Detmers. Not that wide of a stance for Detmers. Lead foot on the chalk line at the front of the box. From the right side, the 0-1. High cheese, check swing. He went, got a contact piece of it into the glove of Rakestraw. 0-2. One more strike to get for Hudson Deal. To make it a clean 7th for the offense. Here's the 0-2, outside, fastball, caught him looking, punch him down, strike 3. Second strikeout of the half inning. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. One last chance for the Cougars in this 2026 campaign. Down 2, you're on RoCo Radio and RoCoRadio.com. Out of the dugout, and applause from the away crowd for the starter, Evan Olsen Thornburg. He enters this half inning with 86 pitches, and he's just been dominant. It started with a leadoff walk to Brady Ross in the first, but then went 6 straight, sat down via the strikeout. 7 total strikeouts in the game. Top of the 7th inning now, 1 down. Farmville Central leads McMichael on the softball diamond 2-1. As we get ready for the bottom half of the 7th inning.
All right, Cougar fans, let's go. Get on your feet. Leading off for the Cougars in the bottom of the 7th.
Evan Olsen Thornburg so far 6 innings, 5 hits, 1 earned run, 7 strikeouts and a walk. Bryson Apple trying to change the narrative. The Coastal Carolina commit from the right side. Cougars down 2, first pitch, fastball for a strike on the outside corner. The corner command, it's where he lives, Evan Olsen Thornburg. And he starts off 0-1. Foul. Third base side. And an 0-2 count for Apple. 0-2 pitch. Inside, turning the shoulder is Apple. And out of the batter's box, he evades getting hit by the pitch. 1-2. First base side for the righty, Evan Olsen Thornburg. Low and inside with a fastball just above the shoes. Even it up for Bryson Apple, 2-2. Apple hitting .314, 3 home runs, 27 RBIs. Bases empty, just underway, bottom half of the 7th. Down 2, slider in the dirt. Wailing away, swung on and missed. Throw down to first is in time. Strikeout number 8 for Olsen Thornburg. One down. Here in the 7th. And the freshman Levi Dixon at the plate. All it takes is reaching at this point. Outside fastball, just missing. Thornburg shrugs the shoulders, walks off the back of the hill and resets. The Fayetteville Tech commit offers a 1-0 inside. That's called a strike above the belt buckle inside. 1-1. Glove rests at the waist for Olsen Thornburg, who looks in to his catcher Hamelink. And offers the 1-1 fastball at the belt buckle down the plate. Fouled straight back and a 1-2 count. A strikeout of Bryson Apple, number 8 for Olsen Thornburg to start this 7th. Cougars down 2. The winner will face the winner of Seaforth and Oak Grove. Pop up, third base side, foul territory. And it's out of play towards the bleachers. Not going to lie, folks, I flinched. It was nowhere near me. Thought that thing was landing on the top of this dome piece. It's a big dome piece, so you can understand why I thought that, but it was nowhere near me. It was in the bleachers, third base side. 1-2 count, 1 down. Dixon at the plate. 2-run deficit, 2 outs to work with for your Cougars. Here's a 1-2. Breaking ball, just getting a piece, staying alive on the curveball away from the plate. The righty Dixon has another strike to work with, 1-2. Olsen Thornburg off the hill, now with 96 pitches. It's 105 plus the hitter you're facing. Ooh, that one beamed him. Hits the shoulder of Dixon, and he'll head to first base. So now Alex Page at the plate, 1 down, runner on first. 97 pitches for Olsen Thornburg. Now this is key because outside of Olsen Thornburg, there's Vasher with a 3.00 ERA. 5 earned runs given up and 16 strikeouts in just 11 2/3. Everybody else has an ERA of 5 or above in less than 15 innings pitched on the staff. Outside corner for a strike. Olsen Thornburg doesn't want to get there, though. Again, he's efficient with the baseball and finds the strike zone on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Dixon to the cut of the grass. Outside corner fastball. Holding it there, waiting for the call is Hamelink. He won't get it, and it's a 1-1 count for Page. Page with 2 big RBIs in this postseason. Cougars need him now here, the senior, who's been unbelievable in the last 5 games. 1-1 outside. That's called a strike. That was away from the plate further than the last ball. 2-1. Hitters are 1-2 count to Page. Breaking ball outside corner, low. And even it up, 2-2. Runner on first is Dixon. He was hit by a pitch. 1 down. Cougars down 2. Bottom half of the 7th inning. Olsen Thornburg to the glove. Setting up outside is Hamelink. Away from the strike zone with the fastball. Hamelink immediately upset about that. Then looks to his pitcher. Says, calm down. So Olsen Thornburg listens to him, walks off the mound towards second base. Now will climb the hill, first base side, plant that back foot in the middle of the rubber. Full count pitch on the way, outside, ball four. Alex Page to first, Dixon to second. That brings up Chase Holcomb. Lead run at the plate, tying run at first. One down. So this most likely will be, if Holcomb can draw 4 pitches in this at bat, it will pull Thornburg from the game. He's at 102. If he can get 3 pitches here in this at bat, that will do it for the starter. Runners on first and second, one down. Setting up outside is Hamelink. Offer from Olsen Thornburg is at the shoot tops inside, 1-0. Crouch stance, Holcomb close to the plate. On the left side, facing the righty, Olsen Thornburg inside. Gets back to the backstop. Heading up to third is Levi Dixon. And a second is the courtesy runner, the pinch runner, Wyatt Clark. Oh, they're going to say they have to head back. That was a foul ball. So runners at first and second, a 1-1 count to the lefty Holcomb. Here's the offering from Olsen Thornburg. High fastball down the plate. Did he go? No, he didn't. The appeal down third base side. And Holcomb now with a 2-1 count. Olsen Thornburg at 104. So Holcomb's done his job at this point. He'll force the starter out of this game after this at bat. From the stretch for the righty, first base side. Here's the pitch to the lefty Holcomb. Inside and high at the letters. 3-1. Coach Peace is going to let his pitcher work as long as he can. Now Freeland, the first baseman, is going to call timeout to talk to his pitcher. Olsen Thornburg. Whole infield will convene. Levi Dixon at second. He was hit by a pitch down in a 2-strike count. Alex Page walks the full count offering. His courtesy runner Wyatt Clark, or his pinch runner Wyatt Clark, is at first. Chase Holcomb, the lefty, who entered in the 5th for the ejected Nick Rumley at the plate. Reached on an error in his first at bat. He's got a 3-1 count. Here's the offering inside. Jammed him foul, out of play. And a flock of geese forces a time as they cross home plate in a flying V and out of here third base side. Maybe that's a sign of what's to come for Chase Holcomb. And a 3-2 count. Let it fly out of here, Chase. Off on the pickoff move towards second base is Olsen Thornburg. 3-2 count. One down, runners on first and second. Lead run at the plate in the dirt. Holcomb holds up on the inside pitch. Bases loaded for Brady Hicks. Now B. Hicks got some love from the gods of this great game in his last at-bat. Barely hit the bat. The chopper stopped just a couple feet down the first base line from the catcher. The first baseman, Freeland, was waiting for it to roll foul. It never did. Can Brady Hicks get some more love from the baseball gods? We'll find out as a new pitcher will enter the game. What a start from Evan Olsen Thornburg. Gets in trouble here with the bases loaded, but other than that, he has been fantastic. Left it all out there for his team as he heads to the dugout. It looks like the new pitcher might be Austin Detmers. Detmers will pitch from third base. Bases loaded. Cougars down to 2 outs to work with here in the 7th. And a new pitcher. Detmers on the year, just 4 1/3 innings pitched, 1 start on the season. He gave up 10 hits in that start, 11 earned runs, 9 walks, 7 strikeouts. And a 17.77 ERA. Bases loaded. B. Higgs at the plate. Mike, unsure on why. I have some theories, and I think it has to do with language, but I'm not 100% sure, so. So here we go. Holcomb at first after drawing a walk. Curtis pinch runner Wyatt Clark at second base after Alex Page drew a walk. Levi Dixon at third. He was hit by a pitch. 1 down, the new pitcher. Detmers with just 4 1/3 innings pitched on the season. He's a righty. He'll face the righty, Brady Hicks, at the bottom of the order. First pitch. Outside, taken, 1-0. Now the competitive pitch. Infield will play off. Freeland won't cover first. He'll play in at the cut of the grass. A little bit shaded towards second. In at the cut at third base as well. Inside. And a strike, 1-1. Bases loaded for the Cougars, the 1-1. Outside corner, ball 2. Hitters count 2-1. Tying run at second base. Lead run at first. The 2-1, high fastball taken inside from Hicks. 3-1. 3 hitters reaching. A hit by a pitch for Dixon, 2 walks for Page and Rumley. Pinch runner Clark at second base for Page. 1 out, 2 runs to get. Detmers goes away from the plate. It's a walk that brings in run number 2. Dixon will touch home plate from third. Everybody moves up a bag. Brady Hicks in the baseball gods. A match made in heaven today. RBI walk for Hicksy. Back to the top of the order for B. Ross. And the bases remain checked for the Cougars. Down 1 with 2 outs to go here in this game. Hook ball inside as Detmers finds the strike zone for the first time. 0-1. Clark at third base. Holcomb at second. Hicks at third as that one's way away from the strike zone outside to the righty. Even count, 1-1 to the leadoff man with a single in the third, a walk in the first. The offering from Detmers, outside fastball. Wailing at it is Ross. He can't get there. And an even count, 2-2. Bases full of Cougars. 1-run deficit. Hook ball just off the edge of the bat. Foul for Ross. It stays 2-2. At the end of the bat for Ross, who steps out. Ross on the year hitting .357 with runners in scoring position. Bases loaded. From the delivery for Detmers, outside curveball. And a take for Ross makes it full. Cougars trying to advance to the regional finals. Down 1. Inside fastball ripped to short. Bobbling it is the shortstop. Edwards, a run comes in to tie it. Clark from third. And the bases remain loaded. With 1 down. And here strolls into the plate Luke Strittmatter. 4 RBIs in round 3. If you remember last year, against Kings Mountain, he stood at third base, scored the winning run on Nick Rumley's opposite hit in extra innings. And we're going to have a pitching change, I imagine, here. Or at least Detmers is going to be talking to from head coach Clarence Peace. Put it in play, they say. Good things will happen. Be patient at the plate, they say. Good things will happen. Levi Dixon down to a 2-strike count. Was hit by a pitch. He went to first. Alex Page drew a walk. Pinch runner Wyatt Clark reaches base. Chase Holcomb drew a walk and RBI for Brady Hicks. And then Brady Ross with an E6 RBI. E6 run score. Bases remain loaded, 1 down. Breaking ball in the dirt. Low and inside, a take for Stritt. Can Stritt be the hero yet again in back-to-back rounds? Here's the 1-0. High inside fastball ducking out of the way is Stritt. He smacks the helmet and laughs as he looks towards the dugout. It's a 2-0 count with the bases loaded. Detmers in the game after the huge at bat from B. Hicks. He drew a walk, and that forced the starter, Evan Olsen Thornburg, out of the game. Here's the 2-0. Outside fastball. It's a strike. 2-1. So 1 down, bases loaded. Luke Strittmatter trying to walk it off for his Cougars here in round 4. High fastball, the cheese. And going after it, Stritt can't get there. It's an even count. It's 2-2. Detmers trying to get out of here and keep the game alive. Stritt trying to end it here at Sam Jones. Breaking ball into center field. It'll drop. A base hit. Touching home plate is Holcomb. Walk it off. Luke Strittmatter. Last year was scoring the winning run. This time he pokes it into center to walk it off and head to the regional finals for the first time since 1996. The Cougars run out to right field and pile up. Here comes the Gatorade bath on Luke Strittmatter. Walk it off, senior. 4 RBIs against Person County. And the one that matters most, 4-3, Rockingham County. What an at-bat from Brady Hicks. It forced Olsen Thornburg out of the game. Great all around from Dixon and Page and Holcomb as well to work that pitch count. He entered the half inning with 86 pitches. He had to exit with just 1 out. Brady Hicks gets the RBI on the walk with the bases loaded. Then Brady Ross on the E6 ties it up. And Luke Strittmatter floats it into center field in front of Hernandez. No throw as Holcomb comes in to score. A game winner. How about that, Dad? Wish you could have been here for that one, but glad we could bring it to you. The senior does it again. What an effort from this South Granville team, the number 15 seed. They entered the playoffs on an 8-game losing streak. They took down the number 2 seed. They took down the number 7 seed. They took Rockingham County to the brink. But it was number 1, ending it here in the 7th, and patience at the plate. Hudson Deal entered in a tough situation. Top of the 5th inning, 2 down. Nick Grumley is dealing. He's ejected from the game. Huddy comes in, gets the strikeout, works a clean 6th inning, gives up a run on a solo shot to left field. Outside of that, he was able to work the clean inning in the 7th to get it to the offense. Then Levi Dixon, 1-2 count, gets hit by a pitch. Alex Page works it 3-2 and heads to first base on the walk. Chase Holcomb draws a walk. And then a walk in RBI with the bases loaded for Brady Hicks. It turns it back to the top. Brady Ross puts it in play. Bobbled that shortstop by Edwards. He couldn't find it. The tying run came in to score, made it 3-3, kept the bases loaded. And Luke Strittmatter hits a game-winning single.
Summer to Rockingham in the bottom of the 7th. 3 runs on 1 hit and 3 runners left on base. Summer for South.
What a game.
On the game, 3 runs on 6 hits, 2 runs, 5 runners left on base.
And a regional finals appearance, the regional championship series in the 5A East for your Rockingham County Cougars. Best of 3 series on the way. Move that record here at Sam Jones Baseball Complex. We talked about in the pregame, home field advantage over the last 13 seasons, 112 and 36. Over the last 4 years, 44 and 8 are the Cougars here on their home field. So let's check some scores. We might know who the Cougars will face in the regional championship series. Seaforth leads Oak Grove 7-3. It's in the top of the 7th inning. Oak Grove, the home team. 2 down in the top of the 7th. So we'll start the 5A East Regional Championship Series on Tuesday. Best of 3 series. Cougars went down 2-0 in the first. 3 straight hits to start things for the Vikings. An RBI ground out for Cole Freeland. A wild pitch and run scored. From that point, Nick Grumley had shut them down, put goose eggs in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and the 2 outs in the 5th. Hudson Deal had to enter after the ejection. Gets the strikeout, gets out of the 5th inning. Then in the 6th inning, it was Cole Freeland, big country. Oh, my goodness. A home run to left field that might still be in orbit to make it a 2-run lead. Back to it after an RBI, fielder's choice, 6-4 from Brady Ross in the 5th. So it was a 2-run deficit heading to the bottom half of the 7th inning. And patience at the plate from Dixon, Page, Holcomb, and Hicks. And Brady Ross swinging on a ground ball, hit hard to short, misfielded, scored the tying run, kept the bases loaded, and a game-winning single to center field for Luke Strittmatter. 2 games, 5 RBIs for the senior. Congratulations yet again to South Granville. Everybody would have said they didn't belong here. Well, they did, and they showed it today. What a great season to battle adversity. That's what the game is all about. 8 consecutive losses to end the year. They go on a run in the postseason with 3 straight wins, knocking down the number 2 seed, the number 7 seed as well. Darn near did it here as well. Got to the bottom half of the 7th inning with their ace, Evan Olsen Thornburg, on the hill. But with 86 pitches worked, just needed to get it done in 20 pitches. He couldn't. They had to go to the bullpen where nobody outside Vasher had given up less than a 5 ERA or had more than 15 innings pitched. And entering the game was Detmers on the mound from third base with 4 1/3 innings pitched, 11 walks on the year in 1 start. And from that point, the Cougars held patient, did their thing at the plate, and the big at-bat for me, you got the young man in Brady Hicks in the 9th spot. It was a key situation with 1 down. You've got the bases loaded and a chance to draw the pitcher out of the game. A young hitter can hit a slow roller to third base, hit a hot shot to short, and not draw the count. All he had to do was draw 3 pitches. He did that, worked it full, and then got the walk to score the first run of the half inning, and then the E6 on the hit from Ross to short scored the second, the winning run off the bat of Luke Stripmatter as Chase Holcomb comes in to score. Final score 4-3. It's on to the regional championship series for the Rockingham County Cougars as they'll face the winner of Seaforth and Oak Grove. That game in the bottom of the 7th. We're going to stay with you. Brian in the comments, I told him I'd see him next week in a 3-game series, and he agreed to that. He stepped up to the plate, didn't he? In a big moment there. So that game 7-3, Seaforth leads over Oak Grove with 2 outs. Seaforth, the number 9 seed. We'll go back to that one. Let's check some other scores across the 5A and our local area. It's a final from Dalton McMichael High School. The Phoenix 3 and Farmville Central 2 on to the regional championship series for the Phoenix. Cora Engel with a home run. And then Cora Engel in the 7th, of course, scored 2 runs on a single. Another gritty performance from the Bulldog, Lindsey Redmond, inside the circle. She goes the complete game, gives up 8 hits, 1 earned run, 10 strikeouts to 2 walks. So the Phoenix will most likely take on Midway in the regional championship series, 1 versus 2 in the 3A East. It is a final. The Hawks of Seaforth is who Rockingham County will take on in the regional championship series next week. A 7-3 win over Oak Grove, the number 9 seed. Carson Everhart collected 3 hits and 4 at-bats for Oak Grove. Second inning is where Seaforth took the lead. Bauer Bowling tripled the center field. Banks Elmore grounded out. Each scored a run in their at-bats. So 2 teams make it to the regional finals. Your rock-solid baseball team. First making history last round. Winning in round 3 for the first time since 1996. Now to the regional finals for the first time since 1996. And the Phoenix with a win over number 3 Farmville Central, 3-2. Cora Engel driving in all 3 runs, a solo shot and a 2-run single in the 7th to end that one. Final score here, 4-3. We'll be back on the airwaves. We'll bring you both the regional series as well here on RoCo Radio and RoCoRadio.com. So make sure you find out where we'll be, Facebook.com Facebook.com/Radio Rockingham. That's Facebook.com/Radio Rockingham. Next week, we'll let you know this weekend on where we'll be covering games. And you can find us there on the air as well. Thanks for listening in. Glad to have you along. Final score 4-3. The Cougars win it, walk it off in the bottom half of the 7th inning on a hit by pitch. 3 straight walks, one that drove in a run, and a game-winning RBI single for Luke Stripmatter. Final score 4-3. Take care, everybody. Have a great weekend.